Hello, everyone, and welcome to Monsters. This is a 5e real play netcast, I suppose, that is taking place in a different world than you're used to, with different classes that you're used to. All of these classes are monsters that you would normally see in mostly tropes. Let's face it, it's mostly tropes. So let's have everybody introduce yourself, and then Favo, if you could just recap what happened last time.
I guess I'll start the introduction. I'm Favo, an ancient wind spirit, who's sort of just along for the ride after spending several centuries alone in the woods.
I'm Waif. I'm a werewolf. She comes from money. Her house, her family is well established, and I'm not actually sure what city, but whatever city we started in. And she has a mansion there, and she seems to take in all the monsters around her.
I'm Liv, a hodgepodge monstrosity who was created by the person that we're trying to chase right now.
I'm Lilac. I'm a Promethean muse who was originally a garden statue that has come to life.
And I'm Cassidy, a vampire who woke up on a boat after a long bender and decided to tag along because it felt exciting.
And Goldie is missing today.
She is our mad alchemist, but she has sadly gone mad. No. All right.
Last time on All Real Monsters, we were traversing a frozen cave to find the mad scientist who created Liv. And we eventually found two other creations that were very Liv-like and destroyed them. And then we finally found Liv's daddy, who was a cyborg sorcerer with a pet bone dragon. We beat up the dragon, and then he ran away through a portal, and when we followed him, he vanished, and now we're stuck in the desert.
Like Windows. Okay. That is the one. All right, so you are stuck in the encounter, you are stuck in the desert. So, I believe, what was that, a short or long rest that we ended with?
A long rest.
Long rest? Okay.
Long rest.
Our first long rest of the campaign.
Yeah.
Hey, you are very resilient and smart.
We're a lot more resilient than our other
Yeah.
characters.
The only bookkeeping thing necessary is that Iris needs a token on the map.
Oh, yeah.
I made a friend while the rest of the party was sleeping.
Literally made a friend.
Yeah.
Literally.
Surprisingly, there are not a lot of William's cat pictures that are icons.
Great thing about a Tessim familiar is that they're as smart as Favo is, so we can just talk, have conversations.
What up, dude?
It's pretty nice.
Alright. Where's my stuff?
It's not just a
IDIS?
flying house cat. It's a flying house cat with 11 intelligence.
Yes.
Wow. That house cat is smarter than some players.
It is as smart as Cassidy.
It is smarter than Lilac.
It's smarter than Liv.
Yeah, so that's cool. You have a really smart cat.
It can't talk, so nobody else can have conversations with it, unfortunately. But I can talk to it.
Well, we can talk to it and it will understand, but we don't necessarily know that it understands.
Yes.
And just silently judges us,
Probably.
She's very judgmental.
as a cat should.
Yeah.
Well, there it is.
Oh, there's a cat.
Yep.
Is that his cat?
No, that's just hurtful. Alas, it is merely. Going to make a IDIS. Oh snap! What did I just do? Not that.
Not that.
What are you doing? What are you made of? Flash? There we go. The amount of work I get done with a cat scratching my legs is.
Now, this is compelling streaming.
Yes.
I know.
Here.
Nothing is more exciting.
Nothing quite like
Watching.
having a production meeting on air.
That's what happens when you just started off with fuck it, we're doing it live.
Just, yeah.
Never go full Bill O'Reilly.
Yep, that's the plan. Step 1, avoid being Bill O'Reilly.
It's a good step
Boop.
1.
Step 2 is repeat step 1 into the mirror to yourself.
It's IRIS.
Of course it is, but now it's itis because people want what they want. All right, I'll change it for the next game. You are for follow and go. All right, so you have awoken, except for the couple of you that don't sleep. In this desert, it became basically freezing overnight, and which is not a problem for Liv and Lilac, or definitely Favo, but also, but is a problem for Goldie, Cassidy, and Waif. So how are you going to, how are you all going to fight that?
Can I prepare a firebolt and just hold it?
You want to sleep with a firebolt for 8 hours?
What's the problem? I'm sorry, I missed.
No, we slept during the day, didn't we? And it's nighttime and it's
Yeah.
now cold.
We slept during the day.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, you're fine. All right. So now, now you have the opposite problem. We still have Waif, who is now cold. Because none of you were prepared for being in the desert. You're all wearing winter clothes since that's where you were hunting Victor. So how are you going to take care of this?
How, well, if they're wearing winter clothes, they don't, well, I don't know.
Are there can I do a search for like some firewood to make a torch?
Sure. That would be nature or survival.
Those are great checks for me.
I will
believe it.
find some wood.
As will I.
I'll find some
18.
wood as well.
Oh, snap. All right. Yeah, you
Okay.
are not able to find the wood per se, but you are able to find things that do burn.
I find like a mummy arm.
It's like a mummy arm, a bunch of tumbleweeds, some tax documents, that sort of thing that you're very, very excited to burn.
The initials on these tax documents are DT. Yeah, let's burn it.
Oh, nice.
Commentary. We've got it here.
All right. Yes, it's in the desert of Shurima. And that's a normal thing that happens. All right. So you have a torch to keep Waif warm. That's great. And so you are in this ruined courtyard / temple, maybe, that Victor dropped you off at. So what are you doing now?
Shall we check it out?
I know we went we know he went in a northerly direction,
Yeah.
Okay.
but
I can bamf into my bat and fly around and take a look.
I want to
Okay.
say we did that. I want to say we did that last time. We saw a
Oh, we
caravan
did,
in
yeah.
the distance.
Yeah, I floated into the sky and looked
Yeah,
around.
Favo did
Okay.
it.
Yeah.
We did see something in the distance.
We saw a caravan and a land shark,
Yeah, the land shark.
Mm-hmm.
which is unfortunately a monstrosity, so I can't ride it.
Want to ride the land shark.
Not with
All
that
right.
attitude.
Anything's a mount if you
Try hard
try
enough.
hard enough. All right. And that could get weird fast. All right. So, what are you going to do? Are you going to go after the caravan, or are you going to go after the land shark, or just go north and hope you run into a robot? What are you going to do?
I say we go north and hope we run into a robot.
Yeah. And since it's nighttime, I'll have, and I don't need my umbrella, I'll have the mage hand carry the torch for Waif to have
Okay.
2 hands free for her.
Thank you. Very kind.
Nice.
I mean, got to use mage hand somehow.
You're just like so
have
used
to.
to casting it on a regular basis. It's just like,
Yeah.
oh, cool. I'll just have to do this instead.
All right.
Hold that. Thanks. Follow her.
Good mage hand.
You there. All right. Obviously, these are all we were daytime maps, because when I was gathering things, I forgot that there was a vampire in the group, and I'm very smart. But
I mean, we can go
And-
during the daytime. I'll just be walking with an umbrella following me.
Well, we got there during the daytime in this location and desperately needed a rest.
Yeah, that's true.
Those in the audience, pretend that it's more blue instead of brown.
yeah, exactly. All
We're
right.
gonna make like
so-
an amateur film production and do some day for night.
Blue filter.
Yeah,
Okay.
we'll just
Do an overlay.
too sepia toned enough.
And everyone's squinting because of how bright the moonlight is.
It's so bright.
Oh, it's you get away from the industrial lights. It's really easy to see things. It's almost like the sun is up. Oh.
I mean, when you have dark vision, it doesn't really matter.
All right. After a couple of hours of going through the, just trucking north, hoping you find something, everyone make a perception check.
Oh, that was terrible.
25.
Roll for terror.
21.
I'm not even.
Not worth saying.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Lives on the lookout.
Unless does it involve what is smell or can I use my keen senses?
I mean, you are looking and smelling.
Hearing and smelling, sure. Okay.
Oh,
no.
hearing and smelling. Sorry.
Yeah.
What was that?
If I use my keen senses, then I get advantage, and it's a.
I believe your pet Bubba has advantage on smell checks.
Yes, it has got a 19.
That is
Okay.
what I also got. 19.
All right. Well, with everyone who got over 15, you do start to come across as you're going over a dune. You notice what looks like a boat, like half submerged in the sand, but it has like too many. It doesn't seem to have a mast, and it has like extra rudders, and it's just kind of face down, last 10 minutes of Titanic style into the ground.
That doesn't seem right.
No, they
should
don't
should we unearth it?
I mean, this thing is huge. Here, let me
I mean, we
grab
can look
something to make
inside
it
for a
huge.
bit.
Boop. Oh wait, there's probably a button for boat. Is there a boat button?
Roll for boat.
Roll for both.
Roll for boat. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it's a speedboat. You guys got it.
Let's
Yeah.
go check it out.
That would explain why it doesn't have a mast.
That looks like a boat made out of avocado.
Best boat ever.
Best boat ever.
Photo. Hey, Miss Goldie. Is she with us?
Let's say yes, but she is very cold and not feeling great.
And her madness is having her just like gibbering in the corner.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
Sure.
Yep.
She's
She
got a
And-
bit wackadoo.
She was
And every
starting-
villain we come across just feels so bad for her, they decide, let's kill everyone else first.
She will just take the hide action exclusively.
To quote from Dr. Strangelove, she just went a little, funny.
All right.
As soon as there is a boat, we're going to go investigate the boat.
I know you are. I believe in you. You know, it'll be the Flying Dutchman. Why not? It's actually the Flying Dutchman.
We found an awesome boat.
All right, and it's going to be big. Let's make it.
There's something.
What is this, a boat for ants?
What is this?
Just mirrors that boat really far away. Oh, now it's close.
But we didn't move.
The boat's moving around. What's going
I
on?
know.
This is really
This is
weird.
very
It's a mimic boat.
And it's
Some
still
of it
buried
go-
in the sand.
It's a
This is
giant.
very different from the original description.
Cassidy is
Yeah,
sitting
shut up.
there. Cassidy is
See,
looking through his
expert-
stash, trying to figure out what he took.
Yeah.
See, look, expert rudders. Never mind. You all are awful. It looks more like it's supposed to look like a galley.
I mean, the look is fine. It's just the fact that it's flying around in the sand.
Yeah.
Oh, stop it. All right, for that, I'm going to move you over here now. Haha, take that. All right. Yeah, you see, it's basically just this portion of the boat sticking out over basically the what would it be, like the captain's quarters, the poop deck, whatever is at the very back of the ship is pointing out, and everything else seems submerged.
Cool. Let's go check it out.
Oh. All right.
Okay.
I will move. I don't know how far.
And Waif, with your exceptional hearing, you also.
Yes.
What?
I was going to say Cassidy bamps into the bat and flies over because screw walking.
Okay. Walking is for losers. Where's your bat? Didn't I have your bat?
It was on the other screen.
We had it in the battle.
It was in the other desert screen.
Oh, there it
Just
is.
Off to the side.
A new bat. Well, it's definitely going to buy it. There it is. Ta-da! You're a bat.
Poof.
You're a bat now. Ow. But Waif.
You can call me Bat City.
But wait, there's more.
But wait, there's more. I like that. That's fantastic. You actually hear the sounds of flapping in the distance.
Like Cassidy flapping?
And also
No,
up close,
no,
yes.
something much larger than Cassidy.
You guys hear that flapping sound?
I can
Bat?
Big
roll.
is coming
I have
We roll.
Bat has
Yep.
keen hearing.
Okay.
No, I do not hear any flapping.
19.
Right. You as a bat look up, and you don't see it, but you do hear what sounds like a large winged creature flapping above the cloud cover.
How high is the cloud cover?
About 50, 60
cloud
Uh-huh.
feet
health.
up.
Yeah.
I'll fly up. I'll fly up and take a look.
Oh, that's why you're asking. I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah.
Supposed to do with that? But, 3.
Cloud co-
Yeah. So yeah,
Hundreds of
you
feet up.
fly up,
Thousands.
and as you break cloud cover, you see what looks like to be some sort of dragon just circling the area.
I will fly back down through cloud cover quickly and quietly.
Okay.
You
It
really
is
want
too
us to
late.
fight
You
a
are eaten
dragon.
by a dragon.
You are eaten, and then you
Roll
fall to death.
46.
Roll 46. Roll 46 again.
I mean, I'd hope that a dragon wouldn't bother with a bat,
No, he wouldn't.
much as I wouldn't bother with an ant on the sidewalk.
Yep, you are correct.
So I fly back down, and I quietly say, "There's a fucking dragon up there.
What kind of dragon?
Not the kind I
Okay.
normally chase."
Check what kind of dragon it is. Ask it.
What kind of dragon did I see? Did I look closely enough?
You just saw that it was very sandy colored. It wasn't actually as large as most dragons that you've seen before. So you might get, say, one of those lesser dragons known as a drake. But it was definitely in the dragon family, and it has a very desert-looking hide to it.
It was a Degrassi dragon.
I didn't get that.
One person gets it.
What?
All right, so
The rapper
He's
Drake
a-
used to be on Degrassi.
Oh.
yeah, I got nothing.
I was
So
laughing at it because in Arabic, there's a word called hashish, which could mean grass, but it's normally mean like drugs.
mhm.
So I kind of mean went like that, and I was
I
like,
see.
I was thinking like Puff the Magic Dragon.
I was going for the pop culture reference. Anyway, there's a
All right, so he tells you that there's a grass Tyson dragon up there in the sky, and no, that went in a weird direction. Okay,
I did. It's fine.
and how would you react to such a thing?
I don't really have a problem with dragons.
Okay,
I don't necessarily want to mess with him. I mean, we set that other dragon free.
mm-hmm.
I'm like, whatever, as long as it doesn't attack us.
Yeah, as long as it stays on the other side of those clouds, I'm fine with it.
Noted.
Okay.
And if it wants to come
Are you
hang
going
out,
to-
I'll talk with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, are you going to hide under the rocks, or are you going to just kind of hang out and like
I mean, we can spend some time
spell
looking
out
at the back of the boat.
hello with your hands? You know,
Maybe
and draconic.
head over to the boat
Mm-hmm.
and hide in the boat.
All right, go ahead and have everybody.
I mean, if everyone's cool with that.
Sure.
what happened if the boat is its treasure hold?
Good point. Maybe
Then we drop some gold in there and leave.
can anyone use detect magic?
Once.
I can ritual cast it.
That'd be better.
That's better.
Yeah.
All right, well, Favo is ritual casting detect magic.
Guess
The
I will
rest
go
of you,
sit under some rocks.
Yeah.
the rest of you roll stealth checks.
Nat 20. Which is good because I only have a 2 in stealth.
So your total's 22.
Yep.
14?
17.
I just lay on the ground and look like a desecrated corpse.
9.
You're just shouting at how awesome I look like a desecrated corpse.
I'm just screeching as a bat.
Okay, my cat is very stealthy, and I am not.
Well, you are sitting there doing a ritual with chanting and incense and maracas.
Oh, are we hiding?
And looking
here?
for your cat.
That's a tambourine. Anyway, man, you might have a tambourine. Yeah, I don't know.
Could always use a ukulele.
Yeah, you could. Or if for my next character, if I ever get to play, it will be ritual casting with bagpipes.
I like concertias.
All right. Since the only one it really sees is a wind spirit and a vampire, it doesn't seem to take any notice of you, and then just seems after couple minutes pass, it just seems to keep flying and avoid you completely.
Cool.
Hooray.
To the boat.
To the boat. Now we have super eyes. So,
Is the boat
how are you
magical?
doing? The boat is not magical, but you do. It has the traces of where there was magic on it, like it was enchanted at one point.
Probably how it got all the way out to this desert.
Maybe it was a flying boat.
Mm-hmm.
Does it look like it could have flown?
Well, probably not mechanically, but maybe magically.
I mean, with magic, most things can fly.
Can I fly?
We
Yeah?
can cast fly on you.
Yeah.
We is doing a lot of work in that sentence.
I mean, you can cast fly on her, and I can throw her really hard.
Oh, let's do
Yeah,
it.
yeah. Fava will put levitate on you, and then Lilac will chuck you.
Yes.
Cassidy holds up a little
And
baggie
Liv will
of
stand. And Liv will stand about 100 feet away and chuck you back.
Are we gonna play
Uh,
catch with a werewolf?
Yes.
Catch the werewolf.
Yeah.
It sounds great.
Everyone's favorite game. All right.
Whoever drops you gets mauled.
It's hot potato, but hardcore.
Yeah.
All right. So
I
as
like
you
it.
advance on this, you are seeing that just tingling. Tingling is the terrible word. That makes it sound very different than what I was expecting. The
Twinkling?
little bit of glittering. What?
I said twinkling.
Twinkling. That's so much better than tingling. Otherwise, your detect magic is coming in a completely different direction. You see it kind of twinkling with that, just the remains of magic. You see layers. Some of its evocation, some of its abjuration, and it's almost like some of the boards were enchanted with different things, but everything has faded, and so you're only seeing a glimpse of it. But you do find some things that are registering on the inside. You can see the faint aura of that.
I will explain that the magic on the ship used to be like a magical onion, and there's also some magic stuff inside.
As long as it wasn't magical garlic.
It could be.
Now,
You don't know.
which one is a garlic and which one is an onion? Is
The
it
bigger one
tiny
is the onion.
Or the... I never can understand food items.
The onion has the layers. The garlic just makes
Has
you
the
break out in
balls.
death.
So
Garlic.
one kills you, one just has many clothing on it.
Yes.
I mean, I think garlic's pretty good, but I drink poison, so I don't know.
I'm here to tell you, garlic, overrated.
All right. And does
All right.
anyone have tremor sense? I don't think they do, but
Not to my knowledge.
I have
All
not
right.
ripped out of anything recently, no.
All right. And so we have...
Roll for Kevin Bacon.
Yes.
Are we about to
Wait,
meet the
what?
land shark?
No, that'd be fun though. No, you get to meet the land
What's an
shark.
option?
On a scale of 1 to land shark. Where's my thing? Oh, there.
What do I have to roll to meet the land shark?
Oh, you don't have to roll anything. It's coming. All right.
We can
How
get
do you
the land
chum
shark
the
to pull.
sand?
We can have the
Yeah, how
land
do you
shark
chum-
pull the ship.
I like it.
Oh. Okay, they aren't very subtle. All right. As you are approaching the ship, you see 3 giant scorpions wrestle out of their hiding place under the sand and start to charge you. Everyone roll initiative.
Dun-dun-dun.
Dun dun dun.
I got a 17.
12.
22.
22.
Uh-oh.
23.
Oh,
The
good.
LinkedIn's are going last.
That makes sense.
I mean, you're made of
Right.
stone. I'm several people. Not always coordinated.
All right.
In the sand.
Yeah.
Not our best terrain.
Bravo got
Not
the
good for either of our joints.
23. Cassidy and Lilac got 22s.
No,
Wave.
no, Cassidy and Wave.
Cassidy and Wave
Oh.
at 22.
Wave. Who got the 12?
Lilac.
And Liv, you got the
17.
17. All right, Favo, you are up first.
I'm going to cast Shillelagh
Mm-hmm.
and then cast a Booming Blade with a little help from Edis.
Was that your 2 hit? Oh, there it is. Yeah, that'll definitely hit. Unless they're. Well, I don't know. I can throw some really strange stuff at you. Okay, and 14.
The 8 is thunder damage.
All right. Okay.
And then I'll back up.
You have something that avoids opportunity attacks, or
Nope,
no?
it's welcome to go.
All right, it will do that. Um, All right. Yes, it will try to sting you with its tail. Where's my dice roll? Does a 15 hit your AC?
It does not.
And it just flails.
And now it is glowing.
All right. And it is, wait, glowing?
With thunder energy.
Oh, okay. Right. And next up is Cassidy. Wait,
All
hold
right.
on. Between
Wave
Cassidy
wins
and Wave,
ties.
yeah, Wave would have a higher dexterity.
I got a +3. Hopefully, Waif is higher than that.
I have a +4.
Yep, okay, that's what I thought. All right, my bad. Continue on. As you were. Wave.
Okay. Wave's going to charge number 2.
Yes. Okay.
She do.
If you go around a little bit, okay, cool. Yeah. So
there?
number 1 has to
Yeah.
move to hit something.
Yes. And she's going to attempt to hit the thing. Hit the thing. Just realized I didn't put her counters out. I need counters for werewolfing.
Count for werewolf.
Yeah. One more. Okay, there we go. Now I will roll to hit. That's gonna be. Why can't I add 23 to hit?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, and then that'll be. I really should have pulled out my dice sooner. I'm sorry. There we go. Oh, that was terrible. I'm not rolling with that die ever again. 5
Nice,
damage.
Jen. A 5 to hit?
5 damage. I only hit once.
Oh, 5.
Because it's
Oh, okay.
my bonus action.
All right.
One thing of note is that my cat is constantly weaving around my legs while I'm moving. That's how it keeps up with me.
I mean, I have cats, so that makes sense.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Next is Cassidy.
All right. I will launch a firebolt at number. Who's all been hit? Just number 1 and number 2.
1 and 2, yes.
Okay. And does the glowing do anything or no?
It's only if they move.
Oh, okay.
If number 1 moves, it takes 2d8 more thunder damage.
Nice. Okay. I will launch a firebolt at number 1.
Okay.
That's a 18 to hit.
That'll hit.
All right, so it'll be 2d10 fire damage. 18 fire damage.
Oof. All right. That was on number 1.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
And I'll move back here and be like flying up in the air.
All right. So,
Can you fire spells off while you're a bat?
Yep.
Okay.
I thought with you could only do your vampiric touch when you were a bat.
Oh, let me
Is that
double
right?
check.
Vampiric.
I do have a shoe focus.
Yeah.
Let's see. Where's the bat?
It's under. It's your level 6 ability. Ooh.
Okay, you can cast it. Okay.
Okay. Cool. All right. We may have to wiggle with that because that could be.
I can yeah.
All right. Anyway. Great. And it is now this scorpion's turn. I'm on the wrong plane. Here it goes. Number 1 will chase after Favo, taking the 2d8 Thunderdome damage.
That's a 9.
All right. And ooh, it's not looking great, but it is going to start attacking you. That is, and that is an 8. That will not hit with a claw.
8 does not hit.
Yeah, I'm certain of that. And 11 also does not hit. But there, an unnatural 20 with the stinger.
Unnatural 20?
Yeah.
Then I'll cast shield.
Okay. So it's like clawing at you, and you're just wisping and moving, circling out of the way, and then it kind of comes in with the tail, and then you just block it with your shield, and it scowls in scorpion. Number 2 will be attacking Vafe. Right. And that is the first claw is a 21 to hit.
Yep.
All right, you will take 6 bludgeoning damage, and you are grappled.
I will take a reaction and turn into a werewolf.
And it will be confused, and then try to sting you.
Okay.
It is suddenly having a much worse day. Okay, we're going to attack this small childlike person. Oh no!
Wait, what?
It
This
has
is not what I wanted to be holding on
and
to.
that's a 19 to hit you in werewolf form.
that hits.
All right, that will be 7 piercing damage, and make a Constitution saving throw, DC 12.
I rolled a 17, so
All
I
right,
think we're good.
so you take half damage.
In order to fail that, you would have to be dead.
That is-
Or I guess, in theory, fighting against Prometheans.
All right, no.
All of a sudden, they just get pissed off at Waif and like, you know what? Now you're in the zone.
Auto zone. All right. All right, so then you take half damage, and that is 7 poison damage.
Okay.
All right, and number 3, they have a movement of not great. Oh no, they do. It's 40. Yes. And this one has a death wish, so it will run up to live.
Oh boy.
All right.
Hello, friend.
Oh.
Hello.
Hello, that little thing.
All right, the first claw is a 17 to hit.
That matches.
Okay, you will also take the wrong button. I'm saying. You will take 6 bludgeoning damage, and you are now grappled. And that DC seems really low for. Never mind, I'll check. It will also try to sting you. But that's only 11. So it does not. It does have another claw though, so it will reach out to claw at Favo. Not understanding what a shield spell is. Because it is Scorpion. That's a 23 to hit.
That hits.
You take a minor amount of damage. You take 6 bludgeoning damage, and you are grappled. Everybody's grappled. I like it. And next up on the list, it's you, Leave.
All right. I'm gonna use my bonus action to go to a defensive stance,
Okay.
and I'm just gonna wail on this thing with my battle axe.
All right. You do this thing. Roll for whale.
20?
Yeah. Natural or unnatural?
Natural.
All right. Roll for lots.
Yep. And that's an 8. So 8 plus my 4 is 20 damage.
Okay, and that's on number 3. All right.
And I will use my second attack.
Mm-hmm.
That's a 16 to hit.
That will hit.
And another 8, so that's another 12 damage.
All right. They are all angry. Sure are. Lilac.
I'm going to walk up to, I guess, 3, and then using the dragon bone that I assume I still have from our previous battle, I'm going to first go into brawling stance, and then I'm going to play whack-a-mole.
Yay, whack-a-mole!
Yes. Roll for whack-a-mole.
6. So 18 to hit.
That will definitely hit.
Okay, and that first attack is 9 damage.
Okay.
I'll hit.
You're attacking number 3, correct?
Yes,
Okay.
number 3. Oh wait, plus 2. So
Oh, yeah.
11. 11 for the first hit. And then for the second hit, I got a 21 to hit.
That will also hit.
Plus 7. Oh, that's 12 damage.
All right. And... Oh, yeah, you take out number 3. Boom. Now, Fulvo and Liv, you are no longer grappled. And as it passes away, that is... Wait, what? Oh. Trying to give you back the grappling. Alright. It lets out a very terrifying shriek. And then you hear Cassidy, you are the one to hear skittering coming from behind.
From where?
From behind you.
Oh, yay!
Is it from over here?
Over here. Oh, wait, I didn't actually hit the you can see it button. Boop. There it is.
Oh, great.
Yay!
Over where?
They're on the map
Alright.
now.
Oh,
Top of the round, Favo.
I will booming blade number 1 with a little
Okay.
help from my cat.
I get boom with a little help from that cat. Oh yeah. Oh, a nat.
That's a natural 20.
Double that.
A double nat. Wow. Three days later, adding up all the dice. That's a lot. Okay. Okay.
12 of that is thunder.
Oh yeah. That was number 1, correct?
Yep.
All right. It's not anymore.
The artist formerly known as one.
Yes. The scorpion, formerly known as 1. Right. Are you doing anything else?
Can Cassidy inform us of the incoming threat?
On his turn, it will be a free action. But you have a scorpion in your face, so
Not anymore, so I don't know there are more coming.
not at the moment. But his turn is like within seconds of yours. So you're going to hear
Yeah,
it very soon.
I have movement and a bonus action, but I can't use those after my turn.
Oh, okay, yeah, but you do see the one attacking Wave, so that's the one you know is still here.
Okay, and that's it for me then.
All right, cool. And next up is Wave. You're hungry like the wolf.
I am hungry like the wolf, and I'm like the wolf. I'm going to attack the shit out of this guy. First, I'm gonna spend 2 fury so I can mangle him. Because why not?
Like I could go and like support Waif, but I'm pretty sure she's got 1 scorpion.
Probably. So that's like a 22 to hit.
With the measure tape.
Oh yeah, that'll hit.
Okay, for my first attack. My second attack is a 28 to hit.
Oh yeah.
Or something. Yeah. And then, I guess my third attack. Oh, it's a natural 20, so. There we go.
So it explodes.
Wait, hold on. Oh.
Because I have my full attack gives me, I have the extra attack in werewolf form, so I get 2 attacks.
Wait, do you have a +9 to attack?
No, I'm +7.
So how'd you get a 28?
And how'd you get a 28?
I rolled a
that's
19 plus 7, sorry, so 26.
Oh, so, yeah.
I went the wrong
Okay.
one, sorry. But it was still really high.
Yeah.
Wife
no,
gets a +2 for bad math.
Sure. Okay.
An A in
Well,
punching
change.
scorpions, but an F in math.
Which means an interesting item. You get a plus to your attack bonus equal to how much negative you have in intelligence.
Every second hit, your armor is reduced by your
And then
neg-
That's a feat I need to add to a drunkards and flagons. Dumb luck.
Yeah.
Maybe I need to finally dust off Kobolds Ate My Baby. You get to play as kobolds.
and you go eat babies.
The main goal of the game, I believe, is to find food for the king.
Mm-hmm.
Your 4 main stats spell out beer.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a very simple game,
So,
I believe.
Assuming I can add, which is a big assumption.
We've already established you have a problem with it. Yes.
All the damage.
I did
making
a
a leap
total
of faith.
40 damage.
Wow. Okay.
So that could be as low as 30.
No, I wrote numbers down this time.
Between 30 and 50 damage. We'll say 45.
Good.
10. I don't think you know how to negotiate. 2 copper pieces. All right. Excellent, I suppose. Cassidy, you're up.
It's still alive?
Yeah.
Did you
Oh.
use your bonus action attack?
Yeah, that was all
Oh, that
three
was all
attacks.
three.
Okay.
Wow, that's
Oh,
it.
can I try to stunning strike it?
If you have a fury left, sure.
I do, because I got a critical. So I need a
What's your con?
yeah, it's a
Or what's your
constant-
saving?
It's a 15.
It made a 16,
Okay.
so
cool.
it is not stunned.
Okay, that's fine.
It's just looking at you with beady little eyes.
That's
Now,
fine.
It
How
is
does number-
unfortunately out of range of the Prometheans.
How does number 2 look?
it's really beat up.
Okay, so I could firebolt it and probably finish it off, or I could nuke the area, or I could just start lobbing meteors everywhere. As well as we tore through them, I think I'm just gonna retreat this way and launch a firebolt at number 2.
All right, roll the hit.
18.
Yep, that'll hit.
And I'm so glad this is the last thing we have to fight.
And as I fly over Lilac and Liv, I screech out in bat form and say, "More to the south."
I think you speak in bat form.
I don't think so, but I just kind of like screech in that direction.
Oh, that's the alarm screech he taught us.
I screech in Lassie.
What's that, boy?
What's that, Cassidy? 3 more scorpions of the approximate size we fought before are already behind us.
The class description doesn't say whether or not Cassidy can speak in bat form,
It does say like a
but you can cast the verbal components of spells. So
yeah.
I don't know.
And you
I'm
have
a
the size
terrible-
and speeds of your familiar, keeping the hit points, attacks, and attack options of your normal form. I can cast anything as long as it's not physical.
languages
So-
are not spelled out.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'll have to review that. All right, cool.
Yeah.
That's
Maybe
the thing you did.
maybe it's simple speech, like very simple, like 1 to 2 word speeches.
Anyways,
like more
little Goldie
south.
fell down the well,
Yes.
and we need to go save her.
Um,
Oh no. Goldie fell down the well.
14 fire damage on number 2.
Okay, it roasts.
Yeah.
Oh,
Why isn't the victory
Kentucky.
music playing?
Dun, 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 dun. Oh no.
I can try it. There's victory music. It's part of
Let's see.
Siren's
Oh, these
Cave.
guys can move 40. So, the same crevice that you all went through, 3 more scorpions appear. But they can't reach any of you because they've made bad choices. All right, next is Liv.
Alright. I'm going to, as a bonus action, don my shield. I'll move up to number 4 and start wailing on it.
Okay, roll the wheel.
16 to hit,
That'll hit.
and that is 9 damage. And my extra attack. That's a 25 to hit,
Mm-hmm.
and that is 10 damage.
Okay.
I really should have cast Sickening Radiance so I could have made rad scorpions.
That's what we need. Nice.
Pretty
Anything
sure
else,
Prometheans are-
Liv?
Nope. I'm pretty sure
Okay.
our Prometheans would still be immune to radiation damage.
Yeah.
I remember being on a thread of people, or if radiation damage would be radiant or necrotic.
I think
Alright,
it's really just one after the other.
It's
I
radiant
would listen.
damage
I would say necrotic. I would go over necrotic.
Oh yeah, definitely the effect would be necrotic, but you may make an argument that the first hit would be radiant, and then just continual necrotic damage after that.
Okay, I can see that. Maybe like a radiant burst, and then like a necrotic over time. I could see it. All right. Anyway, next on the list is Lilac.
I am going to first
Go
rip
on,
off
Bone.
the tail of
Okay.
one of the dead scorpions.
Oh yeah.
And
That's a great
then
idea.
I'm gonna run over and just whoop-ha! And whip it with its
Okay.
fellow tail.
All right.
Dun, dun, dun.
Since that you are making it a whip and it was large, even though I did not make the doobly-doos large, you can use it as a whip, so you don't actually have to be up in its face.
Liv should add the scorpion tail.
I was actually thinking about that.
I knew you were thinking about that.
Of course
Okay.
he was. He's like, I want a tail.
A poisonous tail.
13 plus 6, so 19 to hit.
That'll definitely hit.
Okay. I got 3 plus 2, 12. And then when I got close, I go, so I whip it as I'm coming, and then I smack it with my bone, with my dragon bone. When I come
Okay.
closer.
Go ahead and roll to hit the other one.
Oh, that's.
Is it?
Oof. That's 13 to hit.
That will not hit.
Aw. And then I will change stance from where is it?
Brawling?
You were in brawling.
From brawling to what is it? Retaliation.
Okay. I
Wait.
like hitting things.
Would my improvised weapons count as melee weapons?
Yeah.
Okay. Then that's it.
Let's see how they would be. Anyway, top of the round, Favo.
So, is there any viability to me turning one of these scorpions into my mount?
You know, I didn't even think about that.
These are the first large
it has
beasts
to
we met in the entire campaign.
It is the first large beast you have met. One of the requirements is for bind steed, so you would probably have to. It can't be hostile to you, so you'd have to use something like animal friendship first before you try to charm it in some way before
What-
you.
Well,
What-
if we knock on the contract, I have animal handling.
What if someone has dominate beast?
Yeah, that would work.
That'd be better.
Does somebody have dominate beast?
Thought you were just suggesting it.
No. Someone has dominate beast.
Iska. I like.
Someone
It
is
just-
a beast.
Yeah, just as long as I can get it to fail the wisdom saving throw, it will be charmed for.
Well, thank goodness Liv is sitting next to all of them.
Yes.
Yeah, Liv, not Lilac. -1 doesn't help very much.
I thought you increased your wisdom.
I did! It should be more than -1.
Probably
-2.
-2.
Yes. I mean,
Okay.
if you had like 0 wisdom, then it would still be -1.
Number 6 is the one that has not been wailed on, right?
That is correct.
Yes.
So
So you're going to hold your action to, or I get it takes a minute to cast anyway. So
No, it takes 1 minute or 1 action.
No, for
Oh.
for
bonding
bind
amount.
steed.
Gotcha.
so yeah, I need you to dominate number 6 after we've gotten rid of 4 and 5,
Cool.
and then I'm going to turn it into a mount.
Okay.
So don't attack 6.
I guess
All
first,
right then. There's enough left over from these ones. I can get what I like.
He's gonna have claw hand. He's gonna have a claw hand. He's gonna have a second hand. Troll heart.
Yeah.
After we draw him third.
You're gonna have to redraw live a lot.
Oh, I like the picture you made, but I found one that I think I might like better.
Yeah.
Like, to base off of your image
Okay.
itself is good.
She's
Okay, I mean, I
amazing.
took.
Anyway,
I took
Favo,
three.
what are you
Don't
doing?
downplay her drawing.
I'm going
It's
to
amazing.
twin cast Gust on numbers 4 and 5.
Okay.
Ooh.
So they're making strength saving throws with -2 or minus.
With -5.
-5. They're not combining, so it's lives is a -4, right?
Oh, it's just -4. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yay! How do I do it? Oh, I can just. That's the wrong button. Alright, what's your spell save DC?
16.
Alright, they both fail and are pushed.
And they take 2d6 damage.
Yes.
They both take 7 damage and are pushed to the east.
East, okay. Alright, Liv, you now have a scorpion on top of you. I hope you're happy.
Ah!
Oh, my face.
It's like when that giant spider was landing on my face. It was very awful.
And I will ask Cassidy to dominate number 6. And also ask everyone else not to murder number 6.
Please.
I'm going to murder every single one of you.
Alright. Next up, it's Wave.
Charge! She's just down there. She's gonna go off on number 4, I think.
Just to avoid the whole situation with Liv and number 5.
And they're pushed away from me. I don't really have a choice about the direction they go.
I mean, I can use swipe and try and hit it too.
I'm gonna try and murder anything that's next to me, so I'm fine. If it's landing on
He
me
has
right
something
now.
on top of him. He's very cool.
Do
I
I
mean,
have
I
something
can-
on my face?
Whatever, I'm gonna spend 2 fury to mangle.
What's that?
I'm spending 2 fury to mangle, and I'm going to hit on number 4.
She's just gonna swipe and say, hey, how you doing?
Well, I only rolled like a 13 to hit that time, so that might miss.
That will not hit.
Alright, so I missed number 4. I'm gonna try again. Oh my god, I rolled worse. Oh wait, I have advantage because of the, because I'm within
Okay.
5 feet, so I still rolled worse and missed then. Okay, there we go. That's better. So that's a not natural 20 to hit for my second attack.
That
And
will hit.
then, yeah. Ooh. And like if I can add whatever 26 for my bonus attack. Okay.
That was on 5 or on 4?
On 5.
Okay.
So 4 takes 12 damage, and 5 takes 9 damage.
Wait, what? 4 takes 5 damage?
4 took 12.
Okay. That makes more sense.
Yes.
And then 5 took 9?
Yes.
Sounds like we're talking.
And then can I try to stunning, stunning strike?
You can stunning strike your original target.
4. Okay, cool. Because why not? So con save.
-4 because y'all broken. Stop hitting escape.
And I'll point out again, you made these characters.
I know.
I mean, you specifically made them to be broken.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean that's you're not wrong. Still, it fails, and so
Oh,
it
cool.
is stunned.
He is stunned. Number 4 is stunned.
Stunned.
One begins to think that Dan created these characters with the specific goal of having something to complain about.
Yes. Wait,
Possibly.
what?
I mean, that's what I would create a creature for like that for.
It's like, we should play this monsters game. I will have so much complaint equity.
No, I actually do want them to be somewhat balanced. They're not
It takes time.
It does.
And could you imagine if we eventually get 20th level monsters?
Oh God.
That'd be pretty cool.
I mean,
You'd be throwing Tarrasques at us just for balance.
like everything at level 20, like everything above level 14 or so in 5e is playtest content. It's all completely broken nonsense.
Yeah.
It's it's just like, all right, so how many solars are you fighting today? Wait, there's 2 Baylors? How many, all right. I thought it was Manchun who made clones, not Orcus. Why are there so many Orcuses? Orcus? Where's Orcus?
So it's Cassidy's
Anyway,
turn?
So many
Yeah.
simulacrums.
it was somebody's turn. Wave twin, so it's Cassidy.
Cassidy.
Cassidy is going to cast Dominate Beast on number 6.
All right.
It needs to make a DC 16 Wisdom save.
Oh.
Would you say that we are fighting it?
You're not.
Okay, so it is not at advantage.
Okay. It's at -4.
So it needs to get it effectively at 20.
It's a DC 16, actually. It can't ever make that save. It is now dominated.
It is dominated. Cool. It is charmed. I have a telepathic link with it as long as we're on the same plane of existence. I can use the telepathic link to issue commands to the creature while it is conscious, or while I am conscious, which it does its best to obey. You can specify a simple general course of action, such as attack that creature, run over there, or fetch that object. If the creature completes the order and does not receive further direction from you, it defends and preserves itself to the best of its ability. You can use your action to take total and precise control of the target until the end of your next turn. The creature takes only the actions you choose and doesn't do anything that you don't allow it to do. During this time, you can also cause a creature to use a reaction, but this requires you to use your reaction as well. Each time it takes damage, it makes a new Wisdom saving throw against the spell. The saving throw succeeds, the spell ends. So I don't know if I can do anything this turn, but if I can, I'm going to tell it just to be calm and not attack.
All right. Are you doing anything else with your turn?
No, I don't really have any bonus or reactions that I can do.
All right, excellent.
Good looking out. If you need spellcasting help from me in the future, let me know.
Actually, yeah, I will.
Done.
Since we seem to have this under control, I will bamf out of the bat and send the bat
Okay.
to do a flyby on number 5.
All right.
Advantage to get it off my face. Oh no, oh no, oh no.
Now it's crawling on my face, swiping at a bat.
Yeah, there's just legs everywhere around you.
Mm-hmm.
It will actually, number 4 is stunned, so it's not doing it. Number 6 thinks like this was all really like way too much, man. And we all need to just like sit down and talk to the guy who looks really pale.
It curls up and puts its head on its claws.
What the hell he's doing? You see him pull up popcorn from nowhere. He's just claw out. No. All right. Attacking. Liv. 5 is attacking Liv at first. Or actually, first it's going to attack the stupid bat in its face. Or did it do? Does that have flyby?
It has flyby.
Okay, never mind.
It will need to move back then
yeah.
in order to not be in attack range.
Okay.
Yeah. Why didn't I? Alright.
It grew. Oh yeah, they are large.
Well, yeah, they are large creatures. I just forgot.
Oh, they're much bigger now. Why did this happen to me?
They're large. That's
This
why
is the worst trip ever.
That's why I get to ride one.
All right. Yeah, it's going to first. It will claw at Waif. So that is successful. Oh, that's a 10 to hit.
Yeah, no.
It can't even. afford a haircut for you.
Wait, has
it will
nice
then-
hair.
Wait, does
Wait,
have
has nice hair.
Lilac cuts it for me.
That sounds.
I could get you a new haircut.
All right, and that is a unnatural 20 to hit live. So you take additional 6 bludgeoning damage, and now you're both prone and grappled. The Slamiel special. And then let's see. Does a sting have a reach of 5 feet? That's lame. Tail. You have to whip it real good. I guess
Oh, it
it's
has
in
to
the
reach
back
like
of the
from
thing.
its back to the front.
That's fair. All right.
Were you trying to sting me?
Stab you, stab you, stab you. It'll also thrash at Lilac.
She seems happy
Retaliation.
about
People
that.
say.
Oh,
Oh, that's right. You do have retaliation.
I was like, wow, she seems really happy about that.
That is a 15 to hit.
15 does not hit.
Okay.
I did retaliation
It
Retaliation, I hit it back.
with a stinger of your own, apparently. I'll show you how it's done.
No, it's like this. Stab.
15 to hit.
Oh, it just makes it.
Yes.
Wait, did Liv get hit?
Oh, poop.
Yeah.
Okay, I got Fury for that.
Okay.
I rolled a 1 plus 3, so 4 damage.
Whoop whoop. All right. So, good old 4 damage over here. Excellent. And Liv. You're
Alright.
with a scorpion on top of you.
So I'm
Again.
gonna crawl from beneath
Oh,
it
that's too bright.
and stand up.
Well, you have 0 movement speed since you're grappled.
Okay. So let's try and break out of that grapple.
You could
Okay.
attack it.
Or you could attack it.
I guess, but then I have disadvantage.
All right, the advantage got used up by the retaliatory strike.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So just pure strength check. That's a 22.
Or athletics, yeah.
Oh, okay. Then 25.
Oh, yeah. That definitely breaks the grapple. You now have movement speed.
All right. Go there and stand up.
All right. And Lilac.
I'm going to hit it again.
You gonna hit it? Hit
Hit it.
it real bit, real bit.
And I rolled a 21 to hit.
That will definitely hit.
And I'm going to change stance. No, I'm going to keep my stance.
Okay.
Let's see, that is 3 plus 3, 6. So 6 damage for the first hit.
Okay.
It hit. Ooh, 16 plus 6, so 24. To hit.
That'd be 22, but yes, that will hit.
22. You know, math.
Math
It's
is
a
hard.
thing.
I'm gonna
Math
make.
is hard.
I'm gonna make all y'all use roll 20 because the only people who do use it are the ones who have,
With
major.
math.
Look, I only messed up my math once, okay?
I math every day
Well, I mean,
just
that's-
fine.
You're counting, you're saying one, so we're not sure.
10 damage.
All right.
I would just like to assure you that my math degree does nothing to make me better at counting.
It does not.
Let the record show. All right.
I can count by 5s really well.
And oh, I've had. Liv or not Liv. Lilac. Are you doing anything else?
I mean, I don't know. No, I can't do anything else, can I?
Okay.
Already attacked twice. I mean, I guess.
You could change stance, or you could taunt it.
I guess I can taunt it. That doesn't take an action, does it? Well, Well, the thing is, if I was gonna change stance, I should have done Brawler before I did my 2 attacks, and then that way I could just do Dazzle and Beauty, so if it attacked me, I'd just use my reaction for that, and then it would just have to do that save.
That's what I left in here.
But I didn't do that. Which is fine.
All right. Top of the round, fava beans.
I
Or-
will.
Number 4 is stunned.
I was coming
So
over
you-
to number 4.
Already
And
have
I'm gonna-
advantage on it.
Gonna boom it.
Roll for boom. Yep, that'll hit. All right. And that was the last we heard of number 4.
Yay.
All right, anything else, Follow?
Then I will use my cat to give somebody advantage on number 5.
Me? I already have advantage.
Then it won't help, but
Because of pack tactics.
You have double advantage.
Is that a thing?
More advantager. All right. Waif, you're up.
Okay. I'm going to. You can probably guess. Maul it. Mangle it. There we go, mangle.
Maul isn't what I would have guessed.
Waif pulls out a maul.
Yeah, she pulls them all out of nowhere. Alright.
She grabs one
Wait,
of
that one's
yours.
mine.
I rolled pretty bad. What is 8 plus 7?
15.
That would be 15.
Does that hit?
It does.
Oh, sweet. Okay. So that's my first attack. Oh god, I'm not rolling great today. So then that's 18 to hit.
Uh-huh.
And then... No, not 18, 16. Sorry.
Okay.
I'm adding numbers. And then I rolled double 6s after that. So that missed. Okay, so I got 2 hits.
Mhm.
Rolled really bad. So that's 4, 8, 9, 10. 12 damage altogether.
Okay, it is not looking great. Looks like all it needs is someone to push it over the edge. Cassidy, you're up.
Cool. I will send a message to number 6. No action required. That Favo is his best friend, and his new name is Little Cassidy. I'll have the bat do a flyby to give me advantage as I launch a firebolt at number 5. That will be a 22 to hit.
That will hit.
Advantage is pretty good.
10 fire damage.
All right. How would you like to roast this beetle? I think they're part of the beetle family.
I timed the firebolt just right so that as it's rearing up, I catch it right in the belly and it punches through and boils his insides.
Ooh.
Nice. Right. And as you pause to take your breath, except for Zephyr, who is literally breath, you're kind of looking around and you're not hearing anything else move or anything like that. Ah, excuse me. Sorry. I introduced Sorta to Viscera
Winner.
Is there a cleanup detail?
cleanup detail last night.
Yes, it is so
And-
zen.
And she's just like, I could play this forever. I know. And so we were playing, and she's like, Dan, it's 3 a.m.
Yeah, I had Discord open. I saw that you two were still playing that game.
Yes.
All
Tell me,
Yeah.
tell me next time you're playing. I'll jump in.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I love that game.
Sweet. Oh yeah, and what was it? As soon as she's like, it's almost 5 or it's almost 3 a.m. I'm like, what? Oh no. I it's so good that I don't have to wake up and be at Mayo Clinic at 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. She's like, you have to what now? You're fine. You can stay here. Got my COVID test. All right. Anyway, so I assume Favo is binding with Sir Spider's blood.
Yeah, I'll tell little Cassidy to come over and like crouch down in front of Favo and to listen to him.
Be friends.
So I cast Bind Steed on it.
Bind steed. Do. Magic happens. It's
I rolled a 25.
Oh yeah, this will go over great. What is it?
Make that
A,
Insight
is it-
check, and it'll be -1.
oh,
So
yeah.
it can't win.
I like it. You know what? I won't even roll. This is getting ridiculous. Yeah.
Its highest roll is 19.
Yep. Its highest roll is 19. All
If
right.
you got 20, it's
and-
like, wait, you killed all my friends.
Ability checks can't actually crit in 5e.
yeah.
Its highest roll is just a 19.
Yeah.
That's why every time you say natural 20 when you roll an ability, I ask, what's the total?
Yeah.
All right. Is anyone else doing anything else while he is binding his steed?
Well, let's look through giant scorpion parts.
I mean, if you got a tail attack, you could also get a claw. That would help with like grapples, maybe.
Yeah. The giant scorpion also has blind sight.
Ooh, scorpion eyes.
Yeah.
Yep. So you can go with let's see. Do scorpions use eyes or do they have antennae?
I mean, they're arachnids, so I don't think they have antenna.
Okay, that makes more sense. Where are the eyes on this thing?
Usually on the
Apparently,
front of the face.
Scorpions have tons of eyes, and they're really bad
Yeah.
at seeing.
They have 8 eyes.
Okay, so yeah, you could decorate your head with eyes to get yourself a little bit of blind sight.
That is horrifying to imagine.
Or then I'll just take these
But
and
they're
tuck them under the
they're
lid.
giant scorpion eyes, so it'll look like you
Yeah.
kind of have some dots
Can
around,
you
like
just add
your
extra
Ozymandias,
eyes?
you know?
Put them on like freckles. with
Yeah,
their
put
little
them on as
eyes.
freckles.
I could just imagine Liv just pop out all the eyes and just smush them all together and just take little bits of them and not understanding at all how medicine works, but just the Azoth makes up for it.
It's fine. It's like orc logic.
Oh,
Yeah.
Scorpions have 2 eyes at the top of the cephalothorax and usually 2 to 5 pairs of eyes along the front corners of the cephalothorax. So they could have up to 12 eyes.
So yeah,
Fun.
you basically be able to if you have normally the many eyes ability in D&D means you can't be flanked.
Just has eyes on the back of his neck, and then like
Yeah.
right here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm fine with it just being blind sight.
Yeah. It won't be the full 30 feet because you can't be Superman, but you will get
Well,
Six
excuse
feet
me,
on the scorpion.
blind sight 60 feet. But you will have blind sight, let's say for 20.
Do I have a giant scorpion mount?
You do. You do indeed.
I ask it its name.
As far as it knows, its name is Little Cassidy, and it's a bit concerned. About
It's
that.
much smarter now. It's no longer a 1 intelligence. It jumps out.
Right.
6, I think.
It didn't actually. It didn't actually know what Cassidy was saying, but it was agreeing with him the whole time.
Does it have a name?
No.
Alright, and let's get that stinger as well.
Its name is Bali.
All right. Let's just say, so we don't go crazy. You can only get one effect from the creatures around.
Okay.
Otherwise, you'll just become, ridiculous really, really fast.
All right. I'll wait till the next
so
creature to rip something
Do
off.
you want the tail or the blind side?
Go
or
with
the
blind
claw?
sight.
Right.
Yeah, I think blindside is slightly more useful.
What do you mean? It gets reach.
There you go. A large scorpion. Controlled by. Hey. Yay! Goodbye, number 6. Ooh.
His name may be Bali, but I'm still gonna call him Little Cassidy.
All right. Bali? Bali? Or some other spelling? What is the name of it?
Bali.
Bali. Okay.
Oh, he's so cute. All right, so are we exploring this ship, or
You certainly can.
is there any treasure? I would like treasure.
Yeah, let's find out quickly. How are you exploring it? Are you having Lilac just rip a hole in it and just walk inside?
Lilac, throw me.
All right.
You could just climb up. It's a ship that's been
No,
upended.
I want
But I
Lilac
give her
to
like an
throw
oopsie
me.
and I just, no.
Thank you.
Okay. And so I suppose you're climbing in the window then?
Sure, yeah.
Is there any way that the scorpion could be underneath me and the familiar?
Oh,
So I can ride it?
Yes. I believe there's a button for that.
How strong is the deck?
Roll perception or investigation. All right, there you go.
I rolled a 3.
You have no idea.
I just go on it.
I will bamf into the bat and accompany her.
Okay. All right. Lilac is
I guess I'm up here.
concerned of like this. Isn't how I imagined ships would be. This is all strange to me. Go ahead and roll investigation or perception, Cassidy.
Okay. Gonna use like echolocation to try to check the structural integrity.
Yeah, well, definitely.
19.
Yeah, you can tell that there are certain places that are rotted, and you communicate that to your companions, since I haven't taken that ability away yet. And you go through, and you're able to playtest content. What are you going to do? You're going to in there. You do start to find a lot of. I mean, obviously, everything is in turmoil and uproar. Everything is kind of thrown around. There's sand everywhere. So
I hate sand. It gets everywhere.
it does get everywhere.
It's in my stitches too.
Wait, what?
I said it gets in my stitches too.
I
Just
will-
peel back some flesh and let some sand fall out.
Is there anyone who doesn't have dark vision or blind sight of some sort?
Well, I just got some.
I don't, but I can make light.
I was gonna say I have dancing lights that I can illuminate with.
Yeah, I don't have any.
Okay. Yeah, I'll cast dancing lights to light everything up.
All right, and so you see you have several crates, a chest, and let's see, one of the crates that has been upturned clearly had wine bottles in it.
I
as
would
they are
like to-
shattered, and the sand around that area is dark red.
Can I roll to see if there are any surviving wine bottles?
Yeah, you can investigate that.
2. I'm too busy crying over the wasted wine.
No, not
Why
the
is the rum
wine.
gone?
I like it.
All right. And when you try the chest, it does seem locked. But you
I
do.
go up to it and I go, let me deal with it. And I just rip it off.
Okay, go ahead and roll athletics.
Natural 20.
No.
Oh snap! Yeah, you just say. You just grab that. You kind of do a bit of a. There's no better way of saying it. Titty twister to the lock and just off and open it up wide.
I bet there was a better way to say that, but
I'm sure there was.
You
know.
palm
You
the
could've just said you
lock.
twist it.
You palm the lock, dig your fingers into the wood, and twist it out.
Well, it's been said. So
I mean, I just feel like it just wanted to be said.
Sorsha, punish Dan.
that's what I need. Punishment. Thanks.
Don't worry, we'll put it in Discord so she'll know.
All right.
What's in it?
Yes. So, are you going to? Oh, in the chest, you find a scimitar, a small pile of gold pieces. Really? Y'all are.
What happened?
I added it to the Discord.
Love you, Dan.
You all are great, and I hate you. Phew. All right. I was saying words. Oh, health potions. You find some health potions.
Do I see magic?
Find a what?
Do I see magic?
Yes. You notice that the scimitar has magic on it, and you notice that the both of the you know that they're health potions because one, you can see it, and two, I just said it.
They're clearly labeled.
They are labeled definitely not vodka. Like one does.
Cassie continues to cry.
Aw.
Okay. But you do see, Favo, that there are other magical items, just kind or magical auras present below you in the sand.
Guess it's time to start digging.
I can dig.
All right.
I disperse the magic, the dancing lights, and have the mage hand start pulling up handfuls of sand.
What I'm going to do now, everyone, is the worst mold earth you have ever seen.
Sadly, I don't have a shovel with me. And hammers don't work too well in
Roll
that
for shovel.
situation.
Wait, what are we moving?
You're digging to find stiff. So.
Well, I should be really good at that. Can I just
Yeah,
like
you're working on a
melt it
garden.
out?
You can like what?
Like I assume I can like, I mean, if we made it canon where I could, if it's stone or anything of similar material, I can just like fuse with it. So couldn't I just fuse with it and just push it around?
Sand
Whatever.
is essentially stone, just very, very tiny stones.
What if I cast a much better mold earth called mold earth?
Yeah.
Or he could do that.
I guess.
I mean, I can do that naturally without any magic, but alright.
If you want to do that out of the box thinking like that.
I would say that you're probably made of magic, Lilac.
There's a difference. I'm not casting it. I can do it naturally.
As the gods intended.
Naturally, yeah, that is definitely the word for that.
Since they seem to have it under control, I'm just going to start making a sandcastle with the mage hand.
I'll start throwing cow chops at it. Or ball bearings.
No!
No, what you've got to do, I just push some of the sand wind over. You use this, and it'll be better.
Oh, yeah.
So now some deep red sandcastles.
Castle Bloodstone.
While I'm using mold earth to excavate some sand, I will put that sand into a pile and shape it into a sand palace with glistening gold colors and flapping flags.
Right then,
Flags.
I found a use for my hammer now.
That is messing up my black screen. Woo. All
And I
right.
carefully use Firebolt to turn the sand palace into a glass sand palace.
Ooh.
Like just fuse it into perfect glass.
I'll put a lantern
Of
inside
course
of
it
it
is.
to light it up. Actually, I'll follow cast light on
Apparently,
something,
with
put it in
Molder,
there.
you can shape it and then change its color and then make it move in simple shapes.
The next people who show up here are going to be very confused.
Yes, they are.
Well, clearly, the ship crashed as it was trying to get to this sand palace. That is the only way.
We're going to create an entire new legend about a palace made of gold sunk beneath the dunes of this desert. Treasure hunters for centuries are going to go looking for it.
They'll find the one in the boat, and they'll think that's the first stop on actually finding it.
That's
There'll be
it.
0 other clues.
We're going to build more sandcastles. There are going to be more clues.
Why does
That's
this sound like
canon.
Why does this sound like Act 1 of an Uncharted game?
Oh, you didn't know that I secretly have been changing all the things on you? Who says you're not in Uncharted? I did like, ooh, I can do like all of the heat things, and like, wait, no, they're like made of different crap.
I just want you to know that if Nathan Drake shows up, I will light him on fire.
Same.
I'm going to take his hair.
Wait, what?
I'm going to take his hair.
If Nathan Drake shows up, I will focus on dominating him as my retainer instead.
Whoa,
Ooh.
you need to calm yourself, son.
I'm going to take his hands for his climbing speed.
Oh,
His superior fingertip grip strength.
Yes.
You get a climbing speed and advantage on acrobatics checks to jump from ledge to ledge.
Oh, jump from platform to ledge doesn't work. Only ledge to ledge.
Yep.
Correct.
You can hang from a 1 millimeter deep ledge for 36 hours.
So what do we find while excavating?
all right. As you are excavating,
Yes, back to the story.
you find dead Nathan Drake.
Light
Yeah.
him on fire.
Take it in the
And
hands.
on fire. All right. You find a staff, a glaive, and a breastplate, and a whatever it's called, a pendant of some variety, all glowing with magic. You also find. Where is it? Ah, no. 115 gold pieces and various pieces of like art and statues that would be too unwieldy for you to like carry around. I mean, you could, but it'd be.
I've already got this picture of myself. I'm good. This is the best artwork ever. It's weird how I added the scorpion eyes and they're on there now. Very confusing, but awesome.
I like how your accent became more Australian once you got the scorpion eyes. Blimey. All right.
None of us
Or
know
no,
the
not blimey.
identify
Crikey.
spell.
Yeah.
What?
Identify isn't on anybody's spell list.
Yep.
That's a
And so
problem.
you know what they are until you take your res.
What kind of magic do they have on them?
Oh, that's a really good question. I haven't thought of. All right. No, I have to do this on the spot. I believe the scimitar. Let's see. Has enchantment magic on it. The staff has abjuration. The glaive has evocation. And the pendant is also evocation. On the breastplate, yeah, that's a really good question.
And you're progressively descending into shadows.
Yeah,
I know.
you are.
I'm in the living room and we have skylights. So Just like new, new. That's when I when I logged in. I had the fringe background. I'm like, this is going to turn into me being the evil guy on most television shows really quickly. So I switched backgrounds. Ba-doop-ba-doop-ba-doop. And then the breastplate has transmutation magic.
Whoa. That was weird.
And shrunk.
He did.
So,
All right.
who wears medium armor?
I think I can go with all armor.
Yeah, you're wearing heavy armor, I assume.
Yeah, I got scale mail on right now.
I've got a normal breastplate on.
You may need it more than.
Yeah, but I mean,
If I'd known that none of you had identified on your sheets, I would have made at least one of these things cursed.
I assume the pendant is cursed. So who wants to wear the pendant?
I think our alchemist wants to wear it.
Joke's on us,
Can't
they're all
complain.
cursed.
the curse is you are allergic to all drugs. Cassidy, here you go. Shit.
Well,
All right, let's take a little break. Use the restroom,
okay.
refresh our beverages,
Break
and so.
time.
Yay.
Oi.
everybody.
and
We're back
welcome
from
back
break.
to a bunch of monsters that are in a boat in the desert for reasons.
We're on a boat.
On a boat. It's going slow and it's stuck in the ground, and our ancient used a spell slot to move a bunch of sand. All right, anyway, so what are you going to do after you've unearthed these magical items?
Well, we're taking a short rest because
Oh, okay.
Wave needs health.
Wizard needs.
I get my spells back. Well, one spell.
Okay.
I don't know. At least 2 hit back.
Well, first, who has what item that we're attuning to over the rest?
Yes.
As you mentioned, I'll take the glaive.
I'll do the breastplate just because I'd probably get more use out of that than a sword at this point.
Do you have a +1 breastplate or just a normal one?
Just a normal.
Okay, it's all you.
And I tend to cast more spells than I do melee fighting.
Okay. Favo, you said you were interested in the staff.
Yeah, I think the staff is.
Okay. Was anyone
My
laying
kinda item.
claim to the scimitar or the pendant?
What's special about the pendant? Or we don't
We
know.
don't
until-
know yet.
It has evocation magic on it.
Guess I'll.
No, that was abjuration on that.
You said evocation on the pendant.
I don't know. It has stuff.
You said abjuration
I'll-
on the staff and evocation on
Anyway.
the glaive and also the pendant.
Anyway,
I'll
Okay.
attune to the pendant for
okay.
reasons. I don't know.
All right.
It just
Looks
looks
shiny.
pretty. It looks shiny. Yeah.
Roll for
Shiny,
shiny.
shiny.
Is anybody going to use this scimitar?
I mean, I can only attune to one over a short rest, right?
I mean, I guess I can have it. Not sure I'll use it, but
I can't use it. I don't have proficiency with it.
I won't.
I mean,
I'm already turning to the glaive.
Liv can use it, right?
I can use basically any weapon, but I'm attuning to the glaive right now.
Oh.
I
Yeah,
mean,
I'll
Lilac
have-
can attune to it. We can find out what it does, and then
yeah.
Lilac, have a scimitar.
Thanks.
All right.
here the thing we didn't want.
I imagine Lilac just kind of like looking at it and like looking at her hands and looking at the scimitar and like.
She's like,
No, just looking between. It's like,
thanks.
I mean, this is a nice sharp thing, but I had this scorpion tail.
That's
and this
nice.
dragon
but
bone on
my
my back.
scorpion whip that in a couple days is going. It's much cooler than this scimitar.
I don't think any of us will mind if something smells bad.
She
No.
can't smell, so
Liv
Yeah,
won't
she
bother
can
her.
complain.
It might bother Wave.
Yeah. It
Yeah.
depends. It depends.
If it starts going off, Waif will just eat it.
You can smell
or take it
really
and bury
good.
it.
All right. So if you want to switch over to the Discord,
We can find out what stuff does.
Yay!
Whoa.
the giant pile of text. Yay, text.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Oh, that's cool.
The dodge action. I never take the dodge action.
But you could.
Breastplate of the climber. So I guess that's useful if I can't bamf into the bat.
Yeah, well, I
Yeah.
didn't actually know who was wearing what. so-
No, I mean that's cool. Is it a +1 breastplate or?
No, these are just
okay.
minor magic.
Okay.
Hmm. Do, 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 do. Ooh, I'm gonna have to clean this table up before Torture wakes up, or I'm gonna be in trouble. All right,
Put
Again.
that in Discord too.
again. Dear wife, I am in trouble.
You know, you should just go 3 for 3 and order Pizza Hut without telling her.
You'll die. She will kill you.
No, we
Make
we
sure-
ordered it. last
Make
night.
sure you order 2 small pizzas and eat them both.
No,
Or
it
just
was
2 personal
actually
pizzas.
we were sitting down and we were looking at each other, and she's like, "We need to eat. I don't know what to eat. Dan, just order pizza." I'm like, "You want your normal thing?" She's like, "Yes." And so I was just going to order a single large supreme, but they're having a deal where you can get basically 2 medium pizzas for like $2 more. I'm like, oh darn, what are we gonna do?
What am I gonna do? I'm just going to eat more
more
pizza.
Dang it. I hate it when that happens. All right. Anyway, so now you've got stuff.
Cool.
Yay, stuff.
And actually, now that I think about it, Cassidy, you can bamf into a bat, but the bat can't carry anything.
True.
So,
Well, yeah, like all my possessions just like go into me, and yeah.
So, what was your starting item, Cassidy? Was it the rapier?
I mean, it's just a standard rapier. I don't think I took any like magical item to start.
Okay.
Yeah.
yeah, I think we all started with the magical item, did we?
You said we could start with a 1+1 item.
Oh, that's
Oh.
right. I got all my campaigns mixed up.
All right. Anywho, so
Anywho,
we have.
Yeah.
All right. Do we feel
Okay, anyway.
like we've
You're in a boat.
completed our mission at this boat?
we made a very fancy sandcastle and found some magic items.
Let's
did.
move on.
Yeah, it's a +1 rapier.
Okay,
Oh.
cool. Congratulations.
I just didn't realize it till now.
I would like to retroactively add 1 to all of my damage rolls up until this point.
All
Did
the
we
creatures
kill
you fought retroactively
Victor?
have +1 or 2 more HP.
Adding 2 HP to all. All right, no. All right. So what are you doing? Are you going to continue going north, or are you going to? What are you going to do?
I think north is a good direction.
Yeah, that's where his father went, as far as we know.
Can I scout around a little bit to see if they see a trail or anything? Like maybe he stopped going north after a bit.
Yep. Go ahead and roll. If you're looking for a trail, it would be survival.
I will roll survival to look for a trail.
I got a 13 on survival.
I got a 12.
I got a 23.
Or that.
Your survival is better than mine by 1. And you just got a good roll.
Yes, I am wiser. I am the wisest.
Most
Only by
wisest.
2. You only have 2 more wives than I do.
Fair enough.
You have a lot
Right,
more wise than I do.
You do see that you, the caravan that was moving has kind of was camped out not too far from your location now. And you know you only have about 6 hours of darkness left. But you don't really see so much of a as tracks, but you do see oh heavens, excuse me, that there is an oasis about 4 hours out, you reckon, and if you were to go slightly to the east, you'd see just a little hut right where the mountains start.
Do we want to check out a hut or do we want to find an oasis?
Alright. Maybe they had pizza there.
Where are we going?
I'm down.
To the hut. They
To
might
the
have
hut.
pizza.
Let's go to the hut.
All right.
Apparently, we go to the hut.
All right. Yes.
I'm riding a scorpion the whole way.
Pavo is just
Riding
really
stool.
happy right now.
Wouldn't you be?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a winged cat on my shoulder, and I'm riding a giant scorpion. This is a great day.
Can I
I
hop
bam-
on behind Favo?
I bamf into the bat and hang from the scorpion's tail.
That's of course you do.
Can
I can't keep up.
Can I ride on with Favo?
I think Lilac and I are far too heavy to ride
Yeah.
along.
I'm not that heavy. I'm like
We are
Why
now a
not?
heavy metal album cover.
I'm like 5'1", like very
Don't crash
tiny.
little
Yeah.
Cassidy.
Yeah, but I'm 7'10" and Lilac is made of stone.
I'm 6 feet, so let's go.
I'm just saying I'm not gonna weigh much, and I don't wear armor. My ghost penguin can ride on there too. It'll ride on my head.
I forgot the ghost thing.
Oh yeah, spectral penguins.
I'm just imagining the ghost penguin is standing still, but because you're moving, it's just sliding along the ground.
like a glitch in a video game.
Yeah.
I've been sort of imagining it like the Sherlock Holmes game with Watson, where every time you stop looking at him, he teleports next to you.
Yeah, sure.
So if you stare at him while walking away, he just stays in place. But as soon as you turn around, he's there.
Your penguin is a weeping angel.
Ooh,
Congratulations.
I'm fine with that.
he's very stern looking. He doesn't like that you've taken his crown.
He's still really cute.
I understand
He's just dead.
that. All right.
He shouldn't have attacked me. We could have been friends.
We tried to be friends.
Now we're friends in death.
Wait, what?
Wait, can you use the scimitar?
I don't know.
Oh,
Because you can cast friends or animal friendship once a day with it.
Well, you don't have to be able to use it to do that, but it's not a weapon that the werewolf can use.
Okay.
I can use simple weapons, short swords, and improvised weapons. That's it.
It's a martial weapon.
Yeah, I can't
Yeah.
use it.
Yeah, she's basically.
I could use that staff, but it's not really like super awesome for me either.
All right. Due to me not being able
It's
to.
not bad for me. It would allow me. It's like kind of like having a shield. But
Like a half shield.
yeah. But I mean,
So-
anybody with low AC would benefit from it, of course. So
Right. All right. So as you're walking along, it takes a couple hours, and you see the hut is about 2 hours away, or about 3 hours from daybreak. And those of you with familiars or keen senses can see that the hut is positioned next to a large cavern. As you have gotten closer, and then everyone who is on the ground,
oh, I haven't been using that.
perception check.
Oh, I have to be bloodied.
24.
well,
That's a 16 for Bali.
All right. Most of you don't notice it, but Liv with this 24 does. It's just a very slow, very slight rumble under your feet.
The ground's shaking a bit, guys. Got a bit of a rumble.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you going
and
to-
I
Lego Lamb, what do your scorpion eyes see?
I mean, it has blind sense out to 60 feet.
20.
I have 20. It has 60.
Oh,
I'm
that's
riding
right.
a creature
Oh,
that
yeah.
can talk to me that has 60 feet of blind sense.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, it confirms that there is something that has moved beneath you by about 50 feet. And but it can't see anything after it left its little blind sight sphere that you can't see anything past that.
Is it the land shark?
Canagram.
Wait, what?
Never mind. Just look up the land shark skit.
Oh,
There's a skit?
So we're gonna go check out this hut.
Yeah, let's check out the
Yes.
hut.
Yeah.
all right.
There's nothing I can do about something 50 feet underground that just swam away.
Yeah.
Oh.
Dig.
Could I potentially melt down and just like punch it?
I mean, can you see through stone?
I would assume so. I mean, I'm made through stone.
Yeah, I know.
I made a flesh, but if you put me inside a wall of flesh, I can't see through it.
That's fair. I know.
It sounds something.
If you put me in a wall of drugs, I'll be very happy.
But he will see even less or more.
I heard they were making
More.
a great wall of drugs down south.
I will see through time.
I know you have the meld into stone ability, but I don't think that works with sand.
Okay, but if it was a stone structure,
Yeah, like so
Okay.
if you were to be heading towards like once you run into the mountain, you could like go into the mountain and hang out inside there like while you rest. And then you would like emerge from the mountain and stretch. So, it's really nice in there. You should try it.
I really.
Anyway,
Right, so I'll flutter up and check out the hut.
as you're getting there, you notice the where'd it go? Where did it close it? I am great at my job. There it is. The hut seems to be ransacked, and there are 2 skeletons that are lying down at the entrance to the cavern.
What kind of skeletons?
Does it look like they're lying or they fell?
Like they were thrown.
Are their bones still within, like, intact, or are they?
Yes.
So
I
it look like
they're
they're.
feed things with the FEMA.
Are they humanoid?
Yes, they are humanoid. Sorry. No, your familiar figures out that it is actually an aboleth skeleton. No. That'd be weird. I don't think they have skeletons. No.
Can I?
Should I firebolt the skeletons?
No, hold on. Can I do like a
They may have
medicine
narrow
check to see if I
wavelengths.
can figure out how they died? I don't know.
Okay. Yeah. Once you get there, go ahead and roll medicine.
That's 17.
All right. Yeah. You notice that they both seem to have their hands bound behind their back, and now that you're getting a closer look, it looks like they are lying down in a pile of ash. So, as far as you can tell, they were put up on some sort of wood, tied their hands behind them, and set ablaze.
Very tragic.
That's kind of messed up.
Told you fire is awful.
Huh.
I guess we should explore this here cavern.
Yeah, anything good in this cavern? You got some of that detect magic going on?
I have to ritual cast it. We've been traveling for a while.
All right. As he's in the cavern, using his ukulele, which he magically used.
He has a ukulele?
I'm helping with Concertia.
My
No.
spellcasting focus is a stick.
Just a stick.
I have 2 sticks
Okay.
now. I hit them together. They're drumsticks.
Okay, yeah, there you go. Yeah, so as he busts out with all the greatest tunes that you can play on Boomwhackers, you all decide to investigate the hut. Go ahead and roll investigation. Whoever wants to.
12.
Ooh.
I had good perception, just not investigation.
Yeah.
I rolled a 9. I didn't.
Me too. Minus
Listen.
2, so 7.
My cat rolled a 12 to investigate.
Wow, we all rolled terrible. What did Goldie roll? Roll for Goldie.
Disadvantage and -7.
Wait, what?
Goldie's mad right now. I'm assuming she gets disadvantage and -7 to investigation.
No. I don't actually know what perception is. All right.
Just make something up. You're the DM.
Fine.
I feel like we don't find anything is the trick here.
Oh, never mind. Doesn't help.
Let's say +3.
I think she has a higher investigation.
She makes an unnatural 20.
In her madness, she finds something.
In her madness, she's just like slapping things around and flipping over tables, and you're like, that's not how you investigate. And as you can tell, it doesn't really change the look of the hut so much because it was already ransacked. But as she's ransacking it more, you do notice what looks like is a trapdoor of some kind that was covered in dirt.
Wow.
I do have a quick bookkeeping question. Did anybody write down the gold?
Oh.
115.
Yes.
I have no use for it. Just making sure somebody has it written down somewhere.
Normally it's Goldie's responsibility because she manages the finance for the manor.
I sort of brought it up because we just started talking about Goldie, and I'm like, Sorcha's not here to take care of the money like she usually does.
We'll say Liv is taking charge right now.
All right.
Since you wrote
By the way,
it
I
down.
forgot, or I just realized that the bat also has blind sight out to 60 feet.
Yeah. Yeah, he does.
Okay.
So-
So a trapdoor.
Can I see anything on the other side of the trapdoor?
No. It just through echolocation and blind sight and shenanigans, you can you notice that it is a shaft going straight down.
Shall we check it out?
Yeah.
Sure, why not?
Oh,
Although there was a thing under us about 50 feet, right?
There was.
and this shaft goes down at least 60.
Well,
Yeah.
it doesn't go down exactly 60. You're not omnipresent for 60 feet because you have a bat, but it knows that there is a shaft that's going.
Okay.
I suppose let the Prometheans go down first and then everyone else.
Mhm.
Okay. You do find that the wooden trapdoor is locked. As you are about to enter it, Fava walks in and says, "Hold up. That has some abjuration magic on it."
So don't just rip it out.
I wouldn't recommend it.
All right then.
I'll dispel magic.
Okay. And that is, I only have to roll if it's 4 or higher.
Yes.
Okay. You successfully see the magic dispelled.
Now you can rip it open.
All right then. Grab
Like that motion, immediate.
25.
Oh yeah, that thing goes flying. And as you do it, you just see darkness going straight down with a little ladder made for a very small humanoid.
What's
can
the
fit-
walls of the whatever made out of?
It is made out of stone here.
I will just melt down.
Okay. You
I
just
will.
lilac
Acid can
just
go.
subtly. She kind of brushes the sand away, and she's like, "Be right back." And she just.
I'll fly down the shaft,
Okay.
I'll use the
And-
ladder because I'm small.
and I'll have dancing lights follow Waif.
Okay.
I'll look down disappointedly.
Damn it! Why'd I have to be 7 foot tall and gargantuan?
Why do I have to be 600 pounds of awesome?
Ugh.
The life and trials of a brick shithouse.
You can stay and guard Goldie.
All right
Yeah.
then.
Who's sitting there going over, just like twitching a little bit.
Yeah.
And he ordered Pizza Hut without me. Ah.
I guess
That was
I have to go
Don't
because
worry,
I'm the one
Gordon,
who can
we're in
detect
the hut.
magic.
All right. As you get down, you notice that this seems to be some sort of bandit cave that was placed in. You notice that there is like the dust of broken stones and whatnot on the floor, right at the very bottom of the stairs of the ladder. Also, spiral staircase, velvet curtains. No, on the bottom of the ladder, and once you get down there, you do notice that there is a torch with continuous flame on it that is just lighting up a very small room, and you see much more than you were expecting. You find a couple of, or a drow hand. Oh, I'm only ahead now. All right. You see a hand crossbow that you can tell was made by dark elves.
Ooh,
And
get that for Goldie. I get that for Goldie.
that has a bunch of their traditional poisoned arrows. Let's say a dozen.
Sounds
No,
like something
say
Goldie
10.
would like.
Yeah.
That
I
is
think,
what they would like.
is it a light crossbow or a heavy crossbow? Or
Hand crossbow.
Hand
It's a hand crossbow. That's what they use.
That's what drow loves.
With, you said, a dozen poison darts?
Yeah, dozen poisoned arrows.
I thought you adjusted it to 10.
Yeah, 10. That
Oh.
makes more sense. Because I'm not, they're not bagels. If they were drow bagels, then it would definitely be Vickers dozen. Anyway,
Are drow good at making bagels? Because bagels are tricky.
yeah, I don't know.
I mean, I
They
guess
each make them their own set in their house in the morning.
Okay.
Just
It's
enough
so
for the
long.
day.
Ironically, that's what happened to Starbucks when they first opened up a store in Israel. Is it went out of business because in Israel it's very, very common for everyone to drink coffee and read the newspaper in their home, and so they're just like, why does this place exist? We won't go here, and it shut down. And then 10 years later they come back and they're like, oh, Starbucks. It's really funny. Anyway,
I suppose it makes sense.
One quick note. Before I went down the ladder, I told Bali to bury himself in some sand and wait for us to get back.
all right. Sadly, Bali only has an intelligence of 6, so all you see is a mound of sand with a scorpion tail sticking out of it.
Aw, that's adorable.
That's adorable, so I'm not worried about it.
It's my. Oh,
It's wagging. It's like wagging.
it's, yeah.
No, stop doing that. As I keep trying to put a handful of sand over the tail, keeps wagging it off.
I gave Liv something to do while we were gone.
Goldie, help
You
me! No,
also find.
Goldie
And
just keeps
Adamant-
flinging the
Goldie,
sand
get
on.
out of the sand yourself. How did you get a tail?
I'm gonna have to have her watch this. And
It's being recorded, so.
I love it. All right. And you also find an adamantine short sword. A bunch of rubies, and what looks to be a bunch of scraps of basically scroll fragments of some variety.
Are the skull fragments magical?
You have a feeling that they could be. They have a faint aura, like they were scrolls that were ripped up.
Okay.
And if you can piece them together, you could still have a scroll. I mean, like use mending or something. You could get it back.
I use mending.
Well, you have to figure out how it goes first.
You have
There's
to
a
mend
puzzle.
them in the right order.
I don't have mending, unfortunately.
Well, both the Prometheans do, so
Yeah.
I'm not worried about
Lila comes out. She now has 2 little infinity buns, and she's sees the paper and she's like, "Oh, a puzzle!" She starts putting it together.
I will
Okay.
grab the rubies for Goldie as well. How many
Okay.
rubies
How
are
many
there?
rubies are in a bunch?
Let's say 5.
5 rubies. Okay. I just feel like she would enjoy the rubies as well.
Mm-hmm. And as you're seeing, as just looking around, you're seeing some other bizarre things, rusted weapons, and a bunch of spices that were obviously they're either stolen off traders or whatnot, and things like that. And
Are any of the spices poisoned?
You would have to make a medicine check.
Spice?
A Tressum can detect a substance is poisoned by taste, touch, or smell.
What?
My familiar can detect if a substance is poisonous by taste, touch, or smell.
Really?
Yes.
Stupid cat. Stupid flying cat.
Stupid flying cat sees invisible things and knows all the poison.
It is a really smart cat.
Mm-hmm.
I just started a new column that just says for Goldie.
It can't fly by, but it does a lot of cool things.
I like it. All right.
This is a drow stronghold. I'm not just going to trust the spices drow leave behind.
No. You can tell that these were stolen from outsiders. You also believe that the hand crossbow and arrows were taken from a drow scout, rather than this being a drow thing.
If you find any poison spices, you could just give them to Liv.
And wait, what?
Liv can't be poisoned.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you notice that none of them are poisonous. One of them is stale, but, you know, who's going to really notice stale pepper? And,
Anyone who cooks.
Are any of them good salt?
yeah, you have some nice rock salt there.
I'm taking the salt.
Is there any saffron or cardamom?
Sure.
You can
Oh
be
yeah, those
fancy
are
if you want.
expensive.
I'm taking the salt.
So, yeah, you have, and just in, whoever has an intelligence over 14 will know that this bunch of salts and other spices will net probably around 50 gold pieces per pound. You don't obviously have pounds of it, but you do have, you know, altogether maybe it would be a full
A pound.
But yeah, they're little vials and whatnot.
My
But
current
yeah, it was
plan is
just
to find potatoes and invent French fries.
Are there potatoes
I
down
mean-
here?
And that's how we make our living. I
Uh,
like it.
and
It's
I will teach them how to make curry powder.
oh boy.
It is a costumed French fry stand.
We're gonna make curry poutine.
Goodness gracious. All right.
Okay.
Is there anything else
and
down
so
here?
Nothing else is going on in there.
Back up the ladder.
He scoots up a little bit faster to make sure he can poke around the cavern before detect magic wears off. And so, Favo, go ahead and make a perception.
16.
All right. You do, the main thing you notice is there is a, some transmutation magic in the sand, basically right, like about 30 feet under the entrance of the cave, right before it turns from sand into rock. That's the only thing that you see at the moment. So you just, like, as you're approaching the cave, you see nothing, because I think detect magic is only 30 feet. But once you get to the mouth of the cave, you start seeing that glimmer. As you get closer, it gets larger and larger.
So it's under, like, directly underneath me now?
Yes.
Can I excavate it?
So you're just going to approach it? Sure.
Wait, what is it? I thought I saw it like under the sand, right?
It's under the sand and it's brimming with transmutation magic.
What happens if I use mold earth to move the sand?
You roll initiative.
Oh.
Dun dun dun.
Dun, dun, dun.
19.
Everything's a boss fight.
I mean, we just fought some scorpions. That's a very mook fight.
Oh, and then we took a rest, so I've got both of my spell slots back.
17.
I rolled a natural 1, but it's +4, so 5.
Yay!
7.
You guys are awesome.
I was
I rolled
heading
a
back
19.
up the ladder. I didn't even know. I was like, we're done here.
What's
Everyone's
your,
too exhausted.
Fava, what's your dexterity modifier?
+2.
Lilac, what's yours?
Dexterity modifier is 1.
Okay.
Liv's not even there, right? Because Liv's
You just went up the ladder.
We're heading into the cave now.
Yeah.
We're heading into the cave now.
So
Wait.
I was already sitting out there.
Yeah,
Oh,
because he can't fit down he couldn't fit down the spider hole.
Yeah.
okay. We already left the.
Yeah.
Okay. I just
And
missed
for
that.
all intents and purposes. Oh wait, don't I have a cave? I thought I had a cave.
Roll for cave.
Roll
Cave
for
of Wonders.
cave. Oh, that's one of the things you might run into on Friday. That's fine.
Oh, God. I don't know if I'll be here. I actually might not be here to play on Friday.
I don't think
Right.
I'll be able to play next Friday.
Huh?
Oh, is that the
My
is that the
exam.
holiday weekend? No, that's the 27th, right?
Well, my exam is on the 25th, so I'm probably gonna be out of town. That's Thursday, so I'll
Oh
probably be
yeah,
out
no,
of town.
no problem. I mean, if two of you are going to be out, we can either do something different or
I'll probably be back on
just-
like late Saturday. I'll definitely be back on Sunday.
Okay. I think my parents are coming up that weekend as well. So you want to just skip next Friday and everybody can have a weekend off?
Yeah.
Sure.
Sure. Okay.
All right. Cool.
Sorry.
All right. Anyway.
Ruining the
let's-
illusion.
All right. You know what? This is now a cave. See? Look at the cave entrance. It's right there.
Right there.
That's the cave
That's the
entrance.
cave entrance.
Excellent. Wow. Look at our
Wow,
wild
the production value.
imaginations.
It's so realistic.
I know, right?
That is the caviest cave ever. The caved.
Caviest cave that ever caved.
So I guess I'm probably closest to.
Yep. You are within stick poking range. Do.
I guess I'll just stay
Go
back here.
ahead and make your stuff. All right. And-
Oh, I should play some fight music. Let's see here. What's fighty sounding?
Yes.
Were you bringing Bully in the cave with us?
I was gonna have him keep watch
Okay.
while covered in sand because it's cute.
He just has a couple eyes and a tail poking up.
Got blind sense. Doesn't even need the eyes, just the tail.
Yeah.
Yeah, but for cute.
All right. And so, Favo, you get to react to the thing that is rising out of the sand in front of you. What do you do?
What does it look like?
You can't tell. It's just right now. It's just a bunch of moving sand. It hasn't actually taken turn.
Okay.
All you can tell is you tried to mold earth and it got angry. Oh, you should probably make that visible.
How I'm trying to figure out how angry I should try to make it. I'm gonna create a dust devil on top of it
Okay.
Sure.
using my bonus action.
Yes. All right. You do this thing. What's the DC for your Dust Devil Punch?
It's a spell attack.
Oh, it is. All right. Go ahead and roll.
That's what you made it.
Boop. I don't remember. No, it's based on the Dust Devil spell. It's just
Yeah, but you made it a spell attack instead for some reason.
Oh yeah, because I was making it basically your spiritual weapon.
Yeah, you're making it like a spiritual weapon, but also the Dust Devil spell.
Yes. Spiritual Dust Devil.
23?
Okay, that'll hit.
Okay, now it has to make a strength saving throw.
Okay. What's your DC?
16.
Seriously? Okay.
If I rolled max damage.
Dang.
Does this thing have any... It has a +5, but it rolled a 6. So.
What does this thing look like
That's
that
a
we're
nine.
fighting?
Right now it looks like sand.
gonna
And so
take
what
a
does
while.
it do?
It pushes it 10 feet back into the ground.
Back into the ground. Yes, it does. You just see the sand rising, and then Baba
You're like,
just
no.
swirls up a dust devil who just pushes it right back down. You're like, stay down.
Stay there.
That's what I was thinking. How mad do I want to make this thing?
All right, and for your action, besides chuckling.
I really hope it can only like rise 5 feet per turn.
Once I can see it, I'm going to fire a ray of frost at it.
All right, so you're holding your action.
Yes.
Okay. That's fantastic. All right, Lilac, you're up.
Okay, so we can't see it, but we know where generally it is, right?
Yes, it's
underneath
right
a
under the dust devil.
Okay,
A
so I'm
swirling
gonna
cloud of
move-
sand that is shaped like
I'm
a
gonna
dust
move
devil.
here. I'm going to take the retaliation stance.
Okay.
My action to hit it once I see it.
You only have one reaction, so you can either hold your action and then use it as a reaction, or you can be in retaliation stance and just retaliate.
You should you should either do brawler or defensive stance if you're gonna hold your action to punch it when it comes up.
But isn't defensive you need to have a shield?
You don't have to.
Protection.
You have to.
Have a shield.
Just get a +1 bonus to AC if you're in
Increases
defensive
your
stance.
AC, as long as you're wearing armor.
Oh, are you wearing armor?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, then yes.
So brawler will give you 2 extra damage, and defensive will give you +1 AC.
Okay, I guess I will do my usual brawler stance, and I'm just holding it to give it a whack.
All right.
What question? If I'm holding my action and I attack, does that mean I get my extra attack, or I don't get
does
that?
not.
Just
Okay.
one attack.
Okay.
It's just a single attack. All right, now it's the thing's turn, and the sand starts rising up again, now with a little swirly dust devil for a hat, which you can't tell if it enjoys or not. And it's just stands up almost like it's not an elemental, but you can think it might be some sort of construct, and it swings a paw bow.
We get our reaction attacks.
Oh yeah, go ahead and make your reaction poked. Your ray of bzz. Okay. Okay.
Today is the day of high damage rolls for spells.
18
Okay.
to 18 plus 6 to hit.
That will definitely hit.
Uh, 9 damage.
All right.
And its speed is reduced by 10 until the start of my next turn.
Nice.
Am I in
Thankfully,
whacking range of this thing?
Hmm? I thought you were standing on it and you poked it.
Well, I used mold earth on it to move the sand where it was.
Oh! Alright, well. In that case, it's not going to smack you. It is going to... Oh, Lilac's right there, too. It's mysteriously there. Alright, so it's still mad at you, though.
Okay. I mean,
For reasons.
that is fair. I'm not confused about why it might be upset with me.
Alright, and...
I don't know how much movement it has at this point.
What it does is it launches a blast of sand towards you. Damn it. 11 does not hit.
It does not.
And then it moves. Where is my roll 20? Oh, there it is. And then it moves basically from. I have to actually moves basically right next to Lilac, about 10 feet, but no more. Okay, Liv, you're up.
All right. I'm gonna move right there. I'm gonna take a brawler stance, and I'm gonna hit it with that battle axe. That is 22 to hit,
That will definitely hit.
and 10 damage.
Okay.
I'll make my extra attack. That is 12 to hit.
All right. 12 does not hit.
Okay.
Okay, next up is Cassidy.
Okay, I will bamf out of the bat.
Okay.
And let's see. I will do. Let's see. It's a bonus to bamf out of the bat, right?
Yes.
Okay. I will have the bat do a flyby and come
Okay.
back to give advantage and cast Chill Touch.
All right.
So that's a 22 to hit.
Okay, that hits.
So it'll take 2d8 necrotic and won't be able to regain hit points. 8 necrotic damage.
All right. And Waif.
Oh, okay. Charge! Right there sounds good. So that's 3. Okay. And then I would like to bonus action hit it. Oh, 14 to hit.
That just hits.
Oh, sweet. I was like waiting for you to go, no, you were gonna miss. And I actually rolled max damage, so
Moist.
12 damage.
Okay. All right, top of the round, Favo.
Okay, where's my Dust Devil?
It's right on top of it. Or wait, no, it wouldn't have moved with it.
It doesn't do that.
That would be fun though. So it would be, I need a thing. Alright, fine. I'll just say it's. No, not all of them. I don't want to put all of them on board. Boop, it's that.
Can I move it here?
Hold on. Alright, now you have control.
Wait, can I move it?
You should be able to.
No, I meant in the actual spell description.
Yeah, you can move it as a bonus action.
Okay. And I'm gonna hit it again
Mm-hmm.
with the Dust Devil.
Will it hit?
That did not work.
Nope. No, it did not.
Hey, Bo.
And I'm gonna shoot it with a Ray of Frost.
Mm-hmm. That does hit.
for 6 cold damage.
All right, Lilac, you're up.
Okay, I am. Well, everyone's hitting range, so I'm gonna hit it.
All right.
If you move up some, you'd get flanking.
Okay. Like right here.
I think about right there is opposite of
Yep.
me. So one more.
That's not letting me move there.
Okay.
It's fine.
That's fine.
Yeah, you're flanking it. Oh, now you're crawling on top of it. That's fine.
Okay, so first rolled a 19, then I rolled a 2. I will take my 19 plus 6.
Oh yeah, that'll definitely hit.
Okay.
Have to take 2.
No! And I rolled
But
2
you
for
don't
my
know the beast
damage.
had the lucky feet.
So that's 2 plus 3 plus 2, so 7 damage.
Okay.
And then roll again for my second attack.
Mm-hmm.
Natural 20.
Ooh, nice.
Oh snap.
Yeah. So that's an 8 plus 1. So 9, 12, 14 damage.
All right. Excellent. Now it's turn. All right. So you're saying you are all huddled around this giant piece of sand, I guess. And
Oh, and then I
you're-
call and I taunt him by saying his stone is ugly.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, terrible
You-
marbling.
You do this thing. All right. So first, it's going to swing at Lilac because she's insulted.
I would like to do
Retaliation?
dazzling what?
Retaliation or?
Dazzling Beauty.
Dazzling beauty.
Ooh, okay.
So they attacked me. So they must do a wisdom saving throw, and if they fail, they are charmed until the end of my next turn, and they have to either choose another person or lose the attack. Their speed drops to 0, and they're incapacitated and visibly dazed.
All right. What is your I've got to start finding wiser monsters. What you all?
Don't worry,
what
mine's
is
not
your
very
spell
high.
saves?
It's
These-
13.
Okay.
But it's still -4.
Yep.
Oh, because Liv is next to it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Hey.
Okay. So this is a thing that's going to happen.
The existence of high wisdom Prometheans sort of makes save or suck spells really powerful.
Yeah. Well,
They tend towards the suck side.
so that would be. Oh, it just made a 13.
Aw.
Even with the -4?
That was with the -4, yes.
Alright.
Yeah. Okay.
That's ridiculous. Ugh. Stuff. Terrible. All right, you are hit. Even
Did you
though
roll
you
the
are
attack?
dazzled. What?
Did you roll the attack?
Yeah,
Did you roll?
that's what that.
What was
That's
the
what-
what was the roll?
Because you did a save against hitting Lilac.
Hmm.
You had to save against Dazzling Beauty, and now I think you need to roll the attack.
That only happens after I attack. Otherwise, I wouldn't have an attack to choose.
You
Anyway.
said you were gonna attack Lilac, and I immediately said I was.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. I understand.
Like, if you rolled the attack, you didn't tell any of us about it.
Oh, that's fair. All right, that's an 18 to hit.
No.
I don't like you either. All right. And then with its second attack, it will go after Waif.
Bring it.
Does a 15 hit?
That is my AC in human form.
Right.
But with that, I will take a reaction to turn into a werewolf.
All right.
It still hits, but
It still hits.
After getting
You
whacked by a
take
construct.
16 bludgeoning damage, and you are grappled.
16.
You're also restrained, blind, and suffocating.
Oh, cool.
All right, and that's
But it did
its
get a little
turn.
surprised that I turned into a werewolf.
Have we figured out what this thing is yet, or is it still covered in sand?
No, it is sand. It's a sand construct.
Oh, okay.
Only we can get to the bottom of it, we can know what it is. Start peeling off the sand.
I've been trying.
I've been trying to freeze it, and it's not working.
I've also been trying to blow all the sand off.
Just more and more sand.
All
Burst
right.
of sand all the way
and
down.
Next up is Liv.
Alright.
Just like an onion.
Yep.
It is onion. Roll for onion. Bye.
So I'm going to do my vital strike.
Okay. Good thing its deception is terrible.
I rolled 19 for onion.
So that's 11 actually.
All right. Let's see what his terrible.
Actually, no, 14.
14. It rolled a 12.
Awesome.
Oh wait, no, it would be. Oh, that's for saving throws. Never
That's
mind.
not a
Yes.
saving throw.
Okay. I was
If
going
it
to
was a
say.
saving throw, it would be worse.
Yeah, oh yeah, it would have. I even want to say. It'd be embarrassing how low it would be. All right.
Alright. Now that I know the vital spot is this particular patch of sand.
Yeah.
You've identified a bit of especially frozen sand.
Yes.
Yeah. It's you're like, maybe I can smash that. I've seen it happen in Breath of the Wild.
Alright, you just gotta hit it really, really hard.
Okay.
Wailing it with the battle axe. And that is a 17 to hit.
That will hit.
Are you planning to smite?
Yep.
Okay. Which of the smite options are you using? Well, I guess you can't use the grappling one, but the strength of the dex.
Dex, so it's not get prone.
Okay.
So 17 for 21 damage.
Right. Is that a magic weapon?
It is not.
Okay. You
How
notice that the
But
what?
Never
but I
mind.
can make it lightning damage anyway.
Okay, try that.
Is that the
Alright.
glaive?
Yeah. Oh no, battle axe.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, he has a shield and
That's right.
shield and board. All right, and so
Gildan board?
you know, if it's made of sand, shouldn't it have absorption of lightning? I mean, it doesn't, but I'm just saying.
I mean, there are a bunch of creatures
Or
that don't have resistance or immunity that would make sense for them to have.
Yeah.
Wouldn't
Yeah,
it,
well-
no, but wouldn't it turn it to glass so it would effectively like
Yeah, like lightning and
froze
fire
it?
should turn it to glass.
yeah.
yeah, well, this one, the one that I picked up has acid immunity, and so it's just like one, no one ever uses acid, and two,
Gold
Acid
uses
immunity makes
acid.
sense.
I mean, but it's sand though. I don't know. Anyway,
She's just
For the
not
record,
there.
how much damage did you just do? Sorry.
21.
All right.
Record Bob, a shielded board
Mm-hmm.
is a classic Pathfinder fighter build.
I mean, it would work. You're just basically battering them with two shields. I like it.
That is how that build works because there's a high level feat called Shield Master,
Mm-hmm.
which removes all attack penalties you make from extra attacks with shields. So you get 2 spiked shields and all of the multi attack options, and you get to make 12 attacks per round at full attack bonus.
Jesus.
And
like
that's why they had to make Pathfinder 2. All right.
Alright, now it has to make a dexterity saving throw or be knocked prone.
All right. Oof. Oh, crap. It's a saving throw.
Yep.
That's great. Yes, it is not prone.
Okay.
Ah,
And now I'll make my extra attack.
Okay, with advantage this time?
Yep,
you should have had advantage the whole time. You're playing.
I did.
Okay.
With
22 to hit.
more advantage? Okay. That will hit.
Oh, the
And-
advantage.
10 slashing damage.
Okay.
10 non-magical slashing damage.
Alright. Excellent. And next up is Cassidy.
Yay! So there really is no point in putting fairy fire on this because it's prone and flanked and it has all the advantage on it, right?
Basically, yes, unless you can figure out a triple advantage. Are you only an elf?
Actually, if it's
Cassidy will have elven
disadvantage.
accuracy.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, Elven accuracy. Well, I was thinking like everyone, but yeah, if it's prone, any range attacks will be at disadvantage.
Right.
So yeah, I'll cast Fairy Fire on it. I'll say, it's time for a Sand Rave, and it has to make a DC 16 Dex save.
Which it has a disadvantage on. Or, no, not disadvantage, it has +2 or -2 because it's on the ground. It's something like that.
And a minus
Anyway.
4 from Live.
It's going to be minus lots, so this will be fun.
There are no penalties to dexterity saving throws for being prone.
Okay. Well, yay.
But it's effectively
done.
it's
So it
effectively a 20.
Apparently, it's just general standard practice in 5e that everybody knows how to breakdance.
Why not?
I think that's a wonderful idea. That explains why it takes 15 feet of movement. To get up, you have to do the thing where you spin your legs and you like swirl up. All right, it got a -4, so that's great.
It falls
It's-
5 feet into the tent.
Yeah, it's now glowing, and all attack rolls against it have advantage.
Even more advantage, right? Okay.
Yeah.
All the
yeah,
advantage.
and yeah, that's it for now.
All right.
No real bonus actions to use.
You can. Won't really matter. But you could use your bat to give flyby for even more advantage.
All the
Most
advantage.
advantagist.
We make 5th Pathfinder edition, which is stacking advantage.
Oh my god. You get to roll 5
Some point,
advantage
it's like the
die.
automatic hit.
I mean, for the
You
record,
roll.
Pathfinder really powered down all the nonsense from 3.5.
Right, yeah.
That's true.
3.5 was ridiculous.
Still won't
Yeah,
let me make it.
I have quintuple advantage, so I will roll 5 d20s and pick the highest.
I see no problem.
There's a macro to do that too. Okay, and now it is Waif's turn.
Did I get skipped?
I
You are
think
at the
did.
top of the round. You go first.
Did we not go through a whole round since then?
Yeah, this is Waif's at the bottom of the round.
Oh, okay.
Oh, then you're next. Okay. I am at the
Yeah, you're
bottom of
next.
the round.
Okay.
Alright,
Can
so
I'm
Waif.
suffocating, right?
You are suffocating, which won't matter in the grand scheme of things. You are also restrained and grappled, so you have
And blinded?
and blinded, and so you have lots of disadvantage. Thankfully, that also doesn't stack.
But I also have advantage because pack tactics
And
That is true,
a bunch of other things.
and a bunch of other
and
things.
It's going to be a normal
you
attack.
You take 5 bludgeoning damage at the start of your turn.
Okay.
Oh wait, no, on the sand golem's turn. Never mind. You do not do that. Just
Okay.
kidding, fooled you.
Just
reading
kidding.
is
Can I still
important.
attack?
You can.
Yeah, you can still attack.
Okay, I'm gonna bite the shit out of the thing holding me.
All right, roll for bite the shit.
And it will just be a normal roll.
Yeah, it's just normal.
Yeah.
Well, I'm taking like the
It's a
full
mouthful
attack
of
action,
sand.
so I'll get my. Oh, and I'll go ahead and spend 2 fury to mangle. Okay. That might miss. Let's see here. 13 to hit for my first
That will
attack.
miss.
That misses. Okay. My second's gonna be. Why can't I add? What is 8 plus 7?
15.
15.
There we go. Does that hit?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and then I rolled the same thing again for my third hit.
15? Or,
An 8
11.
plus 7, so 15.
oh,
Alright, so my total damage is gonna be 8 for the first hit, and what can't I add today? 14 for the second hit.
okay. Excellent. Bravo! Now it's your turn.
Okay. I'm going to use my bonus action to whack it with the Dust Devil.
Okay.
I assume I have disadvantage because I'm more than 5 feet away and it's prone.
No, it's sparkly.
So it ends up being even.
Yes, so it's just
Oh.
normal attack.
Can I use my rend ability?
You have to choose whatever your bonuses are at the
It's not a bonus. It says
beginning of your. Which one's Ren?
It just says at beginning at 7th level, when shifted into werewolf form, if you hit a creature with 2 or more natural weapon attacks, you may spend 3 fury to make the target bleed.
Oh, yeah. Well, this one doesn't have blood,
Okay.
but I mean, you can spend 3 for fury if
Okay, never mind then.
you want to.
Sand
It's
will
okay.
come pouring out of its
It
sand.
leaks.
I
It
mean,
leaks sand and more sand.
you just checking.
So it takes 15 damage and needs to make a strength saving throw.
All right, come on. This is the one thing you're good at. Let's see it. Show everybody. Oh wait, it's a saving throw, so it's not as great as it used to be.
Yeah, it needs a 20 or better, basically.
It's a 14. All right. So
It goes flying 10 feet, and I believe Waif is on.
oh, it's inside it. No, Waif's inside it.
Oh.
So which direction? Yeah, it's kind of smothering you, kind of like play facing you.
I've seen enough hentai to know
It
where
should
this
land
is
on
going.
like the other side of Lilac.
Right there.
Do I get an attack of opportunity?
No, it's force.
No, it's forced movement, sadly. All right, so you use your Dust Devil to
Underbelly attack.
wait, an underbelly attack. That's amazing. You know what?
Hit the sand in the soft
Really?
Oh,
spot.
what else are you gonna do on your? What are you doing? What are you gonna do for your action?
I'm gonna dust it.
Okay, go ahead and do that.
It needs to make a strength saving throw.
All right. Boop. Oh my word. Well, that's a 2.
Oh,
Yeah.
is that with the minus
Great.
4?
Yeah, yeah. Well, it has a +5, so with a -4, it's a plus.
So it takes a total of 25 damage on this turn and gets pushed 15 feet.
Okay. And for cinematic purposes, Lilac, there's a sand golem flying over your head.
I just gotta cut it underneath it.
Free Willy!
Oh, jeez.
Oh, that would be
Yes.
much different with
Much
the
different movie.
slicing it open from the bottom.
movie. Oh my gosh.
She's
don't
like,
free
this is
sushi.
why I have a scimitar.
Free sushi.
15. Do
Did
I
you
get
take
wait? Do I
advantage
get
on that roll?
advantage?
You do have advantage.
Oh yeah,
Several
this thing's
types of
sparkly as
advantage.
hell.
It's prone, it's flying through the air, it's kind of distracted.
Rolled it twice in a row.
And it's twinkling.
I think 15 hits.
I think 15 hits.
15 does hit.
Oh well, then whatever. I do it.
Yeah, you do.
Let's see. 4 plus 3, 7 plus 2, so 9 damage.
All right. And your second attack?
And then it's at a distance, so I whip at it.
I go
my
with it,
scorpion
right?
tail.
Whip it real good.
Because I'm attached.
Natural 20.
Oh,
Okay.
snap.
So
Here we go.
8 plus 2, so 10 plus 3 is 13 plus 2 from Waller, so 15 damage.
Right. Awesome.
I'm gonna follow it with the dust devil too.
Pretty
And then-
sure. Is it immune to poison? Yes, it is amusing poison damage, so won't worry about that. Okay. And now.
And then I
it's-
move up,
Oh, okay.
and I change my stance from brawling to retaliation.
All right. All right. Now, at the start of Sand Golem's turn, wait, you take 5 bludgeoning damage,
Okay.
and then it uses half of its movement, which is not a whole lot, to stand up, and swings at Lilac.
Okay.
Let's see how terrible he does. Oh wow, a nat 20.
Yeah, that hits.
28.
Don't you still have your dazzling beauty?
Yeah.
He
You
already
can also
saved.
just retaliate, though.
Yeah.
So yeah, I could use Dazzling Beauty, or I can half the damage, or I can attack it.
Heard a doorbell.
How many
That's mine.
options?
Sorry. I want to attack it though.
Okay.
I just thought it might have been the
First-
pizza that Dan ordered.
Listen, I ordered the pizza yesterday. Sorcha has her own pizza set over there
Okay.
because she didn't put it in the refrigerator after she was done eating. Anyway,
Someone sounds defensive.
okay. She's not a huge fan of leftovers, so more for me. All right.
I don't eat leftover pizza. It's not
I thought
delicious
you
to
can't
me.
eat leftovers.
No, I'm allowed to eat. I can't eat cold leftovers.
Okay.
Things that are older than like 3 days. Let me tell you, it's really great when we, stop for subs or something, and kids are happily eating in the back of the car, and I'm just like, I have to wait and nuke my sub for at least a minute before I can eat it. Otherwise, I might die. All right. All right. So, how much? That is a crit. So that is. All right, Liv, you take 36 bludgeoning damage.
Liv takes that?
Not Liv, Lilac is getting hit. Why do you all have L names? By all, I mean Promethean.
Lacacity.
Felicity, Lawaif,
Lepaco.
Lagoldi.
Lefago.
It's canon now.
Okay,
huh?
what was that? 30,
Yeah, 36.
36? Okay.
And you
My name
are
was-
also. What?
If my name was Lefavo, I would have to change my scorpion's name to Gaston.
No one claws like Gaston. No one sings like Gaston. All right. Go ahead and make your retaliation attack.
A retaliation attack. I rolled
Skills
a
at sand walls while I sing like Gaston.
22. It's a hit.
Did you say a 92?
Yes.
22.
92
Oh.
hit. Was that hit?
Just a 92 hit?
Did we just switch to some other game where we just use percentile dice for everything?
I've never heard of a 92 to hit in any D&D system. Not even in the most
This is a
nonsense
homebrew, so
taking deity levels in D&D 3.5 have I ever heard of a 92 attack roll.
22.
okay. That makes a lot more sense.
Like, yes, Pun technically
He
could
is
do it, but
ascended to
nobody has ever
godhood.
played Pun.
I mean, if you
Ascended to godhood and is now has a plus 80 to hit. So
I mean, depending on your
You just
build, you
rolled
could
a
get like
12.
60 strength, which would give you like a plus 40 to hit, something like that.
even with a nat 20,
That's
you
plus
still
25.
get a plus 60.
Okay.
Be a total of 60.
Yeah.
That would be a
All right,
45
anyway.
with a nat 20.
8 damage.
8 damage.
You don't remember giving Lilac the ability to temporarily turn into a god?
No, that wasn't in the cards.
Roll for Tiamat.
I
I'll
read
take that.
the
I'll
small
take that.
script. I read the small script. I brought the magnifying glass. It said so.
It was really, you wrote it really tiny and invisible
Really
ink,
tiny.
but it was
Really
there.
It's
tiny.
not actually appear
It
in
was
this entire
a
paragraph.
previous edition.
Yeah.
Know why it's not included in the current edition?
But she found it written there, so
The documents don't actually say this is playtest content at the bottom, so. All right, even though they all look like Word documents. Anyway. All right, Lilac, you are now blind, restrained, and suffocating. Although suffocating is more like a oh darn for you. And it is Liv's turn.
Okay. I'm gonna move up here. Gonna make that insight check. Another 14.
Okay. And let's see. A -7.
There's no -4 to this. Is its wisdom that bad?
Oh wait, no. That's right. Hold on.
It's not a saving throw.
-3.
Okay, let's try that again. 3.
Okay, that is less than 14.
That's what I've heard from time to time.
from time to time.
Alright. Now to hit with that battle axe. Better roll. That's a 20 to hit.
Did you use advantage on that roll?
I did not.
It's glittering.
Oh yeah.
It is so shiny right now.
Okay, 25.
It's gonna be shiny.
That song is so bad.
To 26 lightning damage.
All right.
Like, Moana has such an amazing soundtrack, and just for no reason at all, it comes to a screeching halt for just a terrible villain song.
And
All right.
now let's flip it over with the Unholy Strength. Let's see if I can knock it prone again.
All right, that's dexterity or strength.
Dexterity.
Okay. And this is the one where he gets careful. A 13.
Yeah, that's lower than 15, so.
Yeah. Oh. Tried.
Alright.
So hard. Got so far. Oh, I never even took the throne marker off of him. Okay.
You knew it was going to happen.
Stay down.
24 to hit with my extra attack.
Oh yeah.
And that is 5 slashing damage.
All right. You start cleaving into this thing with your battle axe over and over, knowing that it's got your friends in its clutches, and then finally you just find, in your just wanton slashing at it, you find the piece of magical clay or tablet or whatever that was holding it all together, and you have crunched it, and it just explodes in your face. Both
sounds
Waif
painful.
and Lilac are not grappled anymore, and you are blinded
By the light.
Alright, you just have to use a action to wipe the sand from your eyes, but
The
that's-
purple glowing sand.
brush off the glitter. So, yeah. You went from Promethean to Kesha back to Promethean after getting it all off. Alright.
Roll for bottle of Jack.
I'm sorry, your princess is in the other castle. Alright, now that you're in the caravan,
There.
by caravan I mean cavern, I just realized that my notes were switched.
This is an impossibly large card.
Caravan. That's like growing up and growing up as a Christian and getting the words Calvary and
Cavalry.
cavalry infused. Anyway.
This is like the troop transport trucks you'd climb into in the original Metal Gear
Mm-hmm.
that were ridiculously spacious? Anyone? No? Okay.
No, I don't remember that.
So, is there any magic in this now destroyed, collapsed sand thing?
I didn't think any. Let's say, yes, there is not a magic item per se, but it is what is it called? A star ruby that is very rare and costs it usually goes for around 1,000 gold pieces.
Put that in the gem pile.
I'll add it to the 4
Alright.
goldy stuff. Was it called a star ruby?
Yes.
Ruby.
Cool.
It's worth how much?
1,000.
Okay.
About 1,000. Now what I have to do? is
Noted.
find for you guys to actually spend money on. All right.
I could not buy
I know,
anything
you have no
beyond
need
my
for-
stick.
I need my stick. And here's my other stick.
I could now trade in my original stick. I don't need it anymore.
What are you going to buy? Stick.
Sticks?
All
Stick
right.
made out
Well,
of nicer wood.
that's all I've got.
Mahogany
prepared,
stick.
Okay.
Because I thought you guys were going into other directions, and then
You can never prepare for
just
what we're
a-
going to do.
Never.
Fool.
Do we want to go the
I
other
really
directions?
don't.
But
Really don't.
This is fine. We can end
All right,
here.
then we're at the front of the cave. Now let's go back to that caravan and rough them up.
Hold on, we're being attacked.
Then track down that sand shark.
Yep.
We have
Oh no,
sand
the
shark.
caravan's here.
We have
Or we could say that we did go those directions, and so we flash back.
Doodaloo, 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 doodaloo.
I mean, it's a caravan. They're moving. They could also just be there.
That's
you
true.
can never catch up to the caravan because it's a Dodge caravan.
Oh, jeez.
Not sponsored.
Well, if you can't dodge it, just ram it.
All right.
My head hurts now.
Yeah.
I mean, it is dad joke day.
That's true.
Yes, it is
That's true.
National Dad Joke Day. You all have to love it.
All right.
You're required to.
Well,
Make sure your father gives you a really terrible joke.
I put one in my dad's card.
Oh,
Even better. You're like, here, Dad. Your dad jokes need some work. I got one for you.
I'm gonna give him a call after this, and we'll see just how bad his jokes are today.
Oh yeah.
it's gonna be great. All right. Well, I think we'll end the stream here. It looks like we're gonna be taking a week off. So
Yes.
we'll see y'all after that. All right.
All right.